Right. So when they locked up, they probably expect, okay, cool. If you didn't do this, you gonna tell us who did. If you don't tell us who did, then we gonna lock you up.
Well, I'm forced. In my situation, you know what I'm saying, we actually knew who did it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I ain't no snitch. So I had to sit there.
Come on, gang. You took all that time and you didn't do it and you knew who did it?
Yeah.
Come on, gang. I'm just saying you didn't do it and you knew who did it and you got life without the possibility of parole.
What else was I supposed to do? Like, I believe in this shit.
The streets unplugged. You know we gotta plug the streets in, cause the streets ain't been plugged in a while. I swear to God, my mama.
Yo, the streets unplugged. You know we gotta plug the streets in, cause the streets ain't been plugged in a while. I swear to God, my mama, stop playing with me. And today, we got the biggest in the building. I swear to God, mama. Gumby. Stop playing with me. Listen, I feel some kind of way already, right? Because like you came in here, right? Treated me just like Adam 22. You took my seat. I'm saying you took my seat.
I mean, so we got a lot to talk about. You know what I'm saying? See, this is the whole point of me being over here because we got questions for y'all now. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, gangster.
We got questions for y'all now. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different people want to know a lot of different things about you, bro. Like all the symbolism that you know, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think it's voodoo. They don't think it's real. We want to know what it is.
Right. Listen, we gonna get into that, right? But before we get into that, right, a lot of people on here, you famous, a lot of people know you in California through the penitentiary and stuff like that, right? But probably people on my platform don't know who you is, right? So just for my viewers that don't probably know who you is, just explain to them who Gumby is.
Man, I'm Gumby though, on Hoover though, gang. Man, I'm saying I grew up in LA. I'm saying you already know what gang I'm from. I'm saying my story is basically, you know, saying I went to jail when I was 18 years old for I never committed.
Right.
I'm saying while I was in jail, I ended up having an altercation where I had to defend myself and I killed somebody.
The
Yeah.
You somebody in jail?
Yeah, in jail. Like, yeah, gang, in jail. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know what I'm saying it is what it is. I did 10 years of solitary confinement. You know what I'm saying, to the Innocence Project. My lawyers found out that I wasn't the one who killed the first dude.
Oh, okay. So you somebody, and then they found out you ain't killed the first dude.
Only after I killed the first dude.
How that work?
Man, I mean, the law. You know what I mean?
So you got out of jail for murder? I don't know.
No, it didn't exactly happen like that. What happens is that I was already wrongly convicted.
Right.
So I had to have a motion, what's called a motion to strike the prior. And in the motion to strike the prior is basically telling the courts that I really didn't have nothing to do with the first one.
Right.
So in doing that, my attorneys were successful in basically telling the judge that, look, all this is fabricated.
Right.
So while I was in the hole fighting the death penalty, I'm saying I was exonerated for the original that I came to prison for.
Right.
But I was still in the hole for murder.
Right. On you caught in prison. So how did that current take? I can't even speak. Right. You got me always up because you just said to fuck me up. You somebody in jail. How and why did you somebody in jail?
Well, I'm saying it was prison politics. You know what I'm saying? The situation happened, you know what I'm saying, in our car, you know what I'm saying, and I was accused of something and I was attacked. So I defended myself.
Right, right. And that's how I go. You got to defend yourself if you in jail. So what was you doing your time at?
I started off in Delano. I started off in Delano reception. I'm saying I opened up High Desert State Prison. I went to from there I went to Tehachapi and then I went to Calipat.
Right, right. And how old was you? 18?
I was 18 when I went to county jail.
Right.
35 when I got out.
The fuck? No, so you got how much time did you get at the age of 18?
I had 150 years plus life without the possibility of parole.
Come on, guy, how you do that? I mean, I would listen. I don't know. I probably would have myself at that time.
Nah, you would. Yeah.
Come on, gang, that's a whole lot of time at 18. But I mean, how do you get through something like that?
You know, a lot of it came from, you know what I'm saying, my family support. You know what I'm saying, my mom and my sisters. You know what I'm saying, what's up, y'all? Gang shit. You know what I mean? My mom was a real low. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, when I was early on, she explained to me, like, look, and so I'm doing everything I could do for you, you know what I'm saying, but you steady up. If you want to be a gangbanger, that's what you want to be. Right. I told her, yeah, that's what I wanted to be. She said, so I'm going to ride it out with you. So you can't be no bitch. Ain't no running, ain't no telling, ain't no none of that.
Your mama said that?
My mama. You asked me how I got through prison by listening to what my mama said. My mama said, boy, mind your business.
Right.
She said, don't nobody want to be around no tattletale. Stop telling on people. She said, if somebody hit you, you hit them back. And if you can't whoop them, you pick something up.
Yeah, you got to pick something up.
Gangs.
And you fought, and you did that where you picked something up, all right?
I mean, see, that's how you play in prison. Like everybody, you know what I'm saying? I listen to the county jail fights and all that shit. That shit's cool. You know what I'm saying? But kids fight grown men, bro.
Yeah.
That's how the shit go.
Right. So you put somebody in jail, you did 10 years in the hole after that?
Solitary confinement.
And like, why did you got to go to the hole after you killed somebody?
Well, when they won't keep you in general population if you have an active case, and I was fighting the death penalty.
Right.
So I had to sit there until my case was over with.
So you fought that for 10 years?
God is great.
10 years. So did you get any time for that?
Well, yeah, I did the time in the hole. What ended up happening is, like I said before, I did the motion to strike the prior. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because we did a situation to where, you know what I'm saying, they didn't have any case law, any criminal case law to get me out of prison. I had exhausted all my remedies, all my appeals were over with. So I was literally just sitting there. So what we did is one of our law students from the California Innocence Project, which is, she's an attorney, excuse me, she's not an attorney, she's a judge now in San Diego. The lovely Miss Judge, I guess, yeah, we call her a judge, Your Honor, Alyssa Burical. You know what I'm saying? She was a law student at the time, and she basically said, look, we can't find nothing criminal to get you out. So the only thing that's closest to your case is what's called collateral estoppel. And that basically means that all the courts have to have the same ruling. One court can't have one me guilty and the other one have me innocent. So
right.
That's basically what the law says, and it's just basically explaining to the courts that I had to go back to court. So, you know what I'm saying, after everything boiled down to it, they dismissed the original murder charge. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But it had never been done before. Like, we had crossed over from criminal law to civil law.
Right.
You can't do that. Like, criminal law means you're going to jail. Civil law means like it's for an injunction or you're suing somebody for some money. They don't mix. The two laws don't mix.
I mean, that's crazy. So you went to jail for something you didn't do. How does that work? How can they take you to jail for something you didn't do?
Man, I mean, you in LA. What do you mean? You in LA? I mean, like this is on the norm. Like, I'm just a case that you know what I'm saying, they fucked up and God blessed me to come home. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying, the police, you know what I'm saying, anytime you're dealing with a police agency, you're dealing with corruption because you're dealing with human beings.
Right.
You know what I mean? We don't know their backgrounds. Everybody has prejudices. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy. You know what I'm saying? Right.
So when they locked up, they probably expect, okay, cool. If you didn't do this, you're going to tell us who did. If you don't tell us who did, then we're going to lock you up.
Well, I'm forced. In my situation, you know what I'm saying, we actually knew who did it. You know
right.
What I'm saying? But I ain't no snitch. So I had to sit there.
Come on, gang. You took all that time and you didn't do it and you knew who did it?
Yeah.
Come on, gang. I'm just saying you didn't do it and you knew who did it, and you got life without the possibility of parole.
What else was I supposed to do? Like, I believe in this shit.
You gonna lose your life. Like, it's over with.
That's not how I envisioned it. That's not how it really went. You know what I'm saying? That's just how they wanted it to go. I mean,
right.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, it's about faith. You know what I'm saying? I didn't believe that my creator was gonna let me sit there and rot for something he know I didn't do. So all I had to do was just keep the faith. I never said if I go home. I always planned when I go home.
Right.
When I get out.
You saying when I get out with all that time?
Yeah. In our documentary, you're gonna see they're gonna be COs is gonna come and explain to you exactly. I'm saying I always had faith because I didn't have anything else. Everybody else wanted me dead except for my mom and my two sisters. You know what I mean?
Right.
The gang was having friction because of the situation. The COs, you automatically against them. White boys and Mexicans, you know, those are, you know what I'm saying, supposed to be the enemies, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? It was just me and what I believed in. Right. That's why I keep trying to explain to everybody, your mind is so powerful. You know what I'm saying? Cat Williams, you know what I'm saying, he got a joke to say he lied to himself every day. And I did. I had to.
You lied to yourself, told yourself you was getting out.
Going home in the morning. All I gotta do is make it through this day.
You said you was going, come on, gang, you want to tell yourself you was going home in the morning?
Every day.
Every day?
And I prepared for it. Every night.
You prepared for going home?
Yes. I had to have a release date even if I gave it to myself. So I might as well make it tomorrow.
Right. So what was the reason that oh, you the light, okay, go and get fried. You ain't getting fried. You ain't getting fried. You ain't getting fried, you gonna hit the black. Right. Listen, so I'm trying to figure out, right? So what was your mindset at right after this bite and who did you kill?
Well, the person that I killed was a high-ranking member of our community. You You know what I mean?
Of your community?
Yeah, from Holy
How that
Street.
work? You can't really do that, can you?
Well, I mean, you can't. I mean, you can't really do it. But in defense of my life, I had to do what I had to do. You know what I'm saying, like anybody else would have done. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of politics right now. You know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure somebody gonna have something to say about something I said. You know what I mean? Because this was like a beloved member of our community, and like it was never no gay shit going on with him. If you from a community which is a gang, you know what I'm saying, the community is everybody together. You know what I'm saying? In the community you have people that don't even gang there, but they lived in this community for so ever. This is what they represent. Like they already went to the same schools, but also you have a military branch. This is the gang members, okay? Well, in that gang they have rules, and you can't another gang member of your gang. You can't do that.
Just can't do that.
That's not even politics. You can't do that. No matter how big, how tough you are, none of that shit is gonna go. Nobody's bigger than the gang. Because if he can rap him, he can rap him, he can rap him. It never would happen. I mean, it never would happen. So when people were talking about my situation and they talking about, oh, the homie's supposed to did this, that, and the other, that's not true. None of that was true. This is strictly gang politics.
Strictly gang politics, and when you hit him with gang politics, no other. But the thing is, you a member that where you from, so didn't your gang come against you, or no?
Yeah, a few times. You said there was a war on the street between my particular clique and theirs, had shootouts, all type of stuff.
Right, it went real deep.
Yeah.
How did it get resolved? Right now, I see you got all your flags, so you ain't dropped none of them. I'm just keeping it real. You ain't dropped no flag.
Okay. I mean, you know, it got resolved by the higher ups. You know what I'm saying? Our community is one that's based on what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And like I keep telling everybody, a lie is always first. So it just took some time for everybody to sit down, you know what I'm saying, and get out their emotions, you know what I'm saying, and decide what was right.
Right.
It was just my job to stay down until that happened. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Most people, they give up before, you know what I'm saying, they win, or they, you know what I'm saying, overcome what they need to overcome.
Right. I don't think most people could have did that, right? Do you think like what you did is like the norm? Because I know people go to jail for stuff that they do or stuff they did with other people and they don't tell. They hold they solid. But you went to jail for something you did not do and got life. Do you think that's something anybody else would have did, or is it something like only for Gumby to do?
No, I mean, this is how we were raised in our communities. You know what I mean? Like literally, like we got I'm saying, like we got older homies who, you know what I'm saying, believe in this script just as hard as I do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm following behind their lead. You know what I'm saying? We warriors. You know what I'm saying? We don't never say die.
Right. And never snitch neither.
No, of course not.
Yeah, I can see that. Never snitch neither.
The thing about it is the thing about it is that when you snitch or when you give information that you're not supposed to give information to and about other people, like you take a piece of your soul out. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it. If anybody that's religious, you know what I'm saying, Judas told on Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Then he couldn't live with himself, so he killed himself. You know what I mean? Just think about it. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just like these dudes who turn gay in prison. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot for somebody to give up the fight. You know what I mean?
Right.
It takes a lot for somebody to say, okay, I would rather let this man abuse me than to fight for my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they say, oh, if this happened, I'm going to do this. If this happened, I'm going to do that. But when it comes down to it, you can talk yourself out of anything.
And they don't do shit.
They don't do nothing.
Listen, that's crazy, right? Because like what I'm basically hearing, and I don't want to really put it out there like that, but I'm put it out there like that. You went to jail for something you didn't do. You stuck to your guns. You killed somebody in jail. They tried to kill you, and then you got out.
God is great, ain't he? The Grove God don't even play like that.
No, I guess don't nobody play like that because you held on your word. I'm saying if you're watching this, let me say this, right? Listen, snitching is against the law, right? And I don't think nobody should snitch, right? But what Gumby just did is like kind of like the impossible to even think about. Because I don't think nobody would have took life without parole for something they didn't do.
They gave it to me.
I mean, you accepted it when you didn't tell.
Well, no, that's not true. I just didn't believe that I had to tell on. I had to do the police job. See, we play cops and robbers. The police supposed to catch you for what you're supposed to do, and I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So the whole thing about it was this situation happened the way it did because, you know what I'm saying, this is back, I'm saying, in 94. You know what I'm saying? OJ was in jail. I seen his big head ass, that head about that big.
The fuck?
I got a big ass head. But, you know what I'm saying, at that time, they called themselves cleaning up crime, you know what I'm saying, along the Figueroa corridor. You know, and the detective who cased that picked up our case, she was a black detective named Marcella Wynn.
Right.
And she was, this was her first case. You know what I'm saying? And what ended up happening is they had a reporter along.
Right.
And this reporter, his name is Miles Corwin. Okay, Miles Corwin went on to write a book called The Season. It was a summer inside South Bureau homicide.
Right.
Okay, he went on to do a LA Times article about it. You know what I'm saying, it's called on 49th Street. He went on to sell the rights to that to A&E. That's what's called now the First 48. They did that with my case. I was the first case they did it with.
Stop playing with me.
It's called on 49th Street. This is why they don't do it in California right now, because in that article he wrote that the police was withholding evidence from us. Like there were bullets from the crime scene that they gave to the reporter as souvenirs on my case. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? The Innocence Project and my other attorney, Eduardo Rivera, you know what I'm saying, they did a great job. You know what I'm saying? It took 10 years, but, man, God is great.
Well, it's 10 years out of life, that ain't bad. I'm just keeping it real, right? You had life, so 10 years out of life, not bad at all.
Not bad.
Right.
You know?
You win at 18, came out at 35, you said?
35.
Now, that's a long stretch, right? So how was it when you came back home on the streets? I mean, I know you were kind of like off the rocker.
Man, that was scary.
Imagine.
I mean, I had did 10 years in solitary confinement. That's in the hole. That's not the shoe. That's like did 10 years in the bathroom, and then they just let me go to the streets.
Right. So you have no contact with like people?
I didn't have any human contact for 10 years.
Come on, gang, stop playing with me.
Gang.
No contact for 10 years?
Well, I mean, I had visits behind and go. No physical contact.
None.
No.
So you ain't get to go to wreck a yard with nobody, none of that?
No, of course not.
Don't they got to take you outside like for?
Well, yeah, they put you in the dog cages. The dog cages look just like if you've been to the dog pound before. They got the different kennels for different dogs.
Right.
Each
You going one by yourself?
each cell has their own kennel to go to.
For 10 years?
For 10 years.
That got to be bad on the mental. Like, what was your mental space like?
Well, I did a lot of reading, you know what I'm saying, exercising, you know what I'm saying.
I wouldn't have did shit. I wouldn't exercise. I wouldn't do shit.
Yeah, you would have, you know what I'm saying.
I got life out the possibility of parole. I won't for something I didn't
but
do.
You still have a program. You know what I'm saying? You still program. You hear everybody saying ain't nobody bigger than the program. That means that you have a program. If you come in, you black, you're gonna go to your section, whoever your people are, and whatever the program it is, that's what you're gonna do. Or else they're gonna stab your ass and get you out of there.
Right. But when you somebody, was you thinking like, damn, that couldn't give you no more time?
No, that ain't what I was thinking. I was like, shit, I f***ed up bad now. Mind you, I'm in here and I'm not supposed to be in prison anyway.
Oh, okay.
So now I done made it double worse. I got 150 years plus life without the possibility of parole. I don't go to the parole board. There's no release date for me. Now I just, you know what I'm saying? So now I have to fight the death penalty in the hole in solitary confinement.
Right. And when you were fighting the death, so the first time you weren't facing the death penalty, but when you...
Well, yeah, I fought the death penalty the first time as well.
You did?
14 months, yes. I ended up with 150 years plus life without the possibility of parole.
So you faced the death penalty 2 times?
Yeah.
Stop playing with me.
God.
Come on, gang.
Hove it up.
2 times. So listen, so what is it like? I mean, a lot of people, if you're watching this and you in the streets, you probably about to be in the same position he was in if you keep doing what you was doing. So I'm gonna try to help you find a way out, right? I'm just gonna keep it real, right? So when you got the death penalty, right, and you facing the death penalty, what is your mindset like?
Trying not to get the death penalty.
Right.
You know,
I would be like, give it to me. I'm already here for life. I'm like,
well, see, the thing about it was that my situation was a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? I was, you know what I'm saying, I had a lot of pressure from a lot of different sides, you know what I mean? And, you know what I'm saying, this was probably like the pinnacle, you know what I'm saying? So my attorneys, you know what I'm saying, I explained to them that we had a saying it was all or nothing. I had to go home or it was nothing. None of this shit we did was for nothing.
right.
You know what I mean? So that's basically what we were shooting for. But at the end result, you know what I'm saying, before I already had an exit plan because I needed to go to death row.
You needed to go to death row.
Yeah, I already had life in prison and it wasn't so bad.
Come on, gang.
Like, what do you mean? Like, if that's all you have, is life in prison, right? Literally, like, you still, they in the visiting room, there's drugs there. I'm saying, like,
But it's still prison.
it is. I mean, but if you can't get out, you have to make the best of it, right?
Come on, gang. You can't make the best of life.
Yes, you can.
No, I did time in jail. I did 10 years straight. You cannot make the best of life. I don't know what you can do with life in jail, right?
Well, you can learn yourself. You know what I'm saying, you can go to school. You know what I'm saying, your body is only in prison. My body only did 10 years in solitary confinement. My mind didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I stayed studying. You know what I'm saying, different things. You know what I'm saying, especially spirituality. You know what I'm saying, that was something that I had to half-ass acquire. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because in order for me to be in that type of situation, I had to detach from all situations. You know what I'm saying? Like I have family members that passed away when I was in the hold. I haven't even grieved for, because I had to disconnect myself from any emotions.
And you can't have no emotions if you got life and then didn't do nothing. I mean, your emotions was already gone. You ain't disconnected; they was gone already, right?
So what it is that there's different stages. Like like life on the prison yard on a
Right.
GP is different from in the hole. Like life on like if you're in general population, you got basketball. You know what I'm saying? You got rec. You got jobs. It's like a mini city. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So it's always moving. I mean,
Right. What was the penitentiary like you was in? Was it like a war zone? Like was it like a lot of people or just you?
well, no, not just me. Don't say it like
I'm,
that.
I'm,
Man.
I'm
You
asking.
making me sound horrible, bro. No.
Come on, gang. It's
No.
horrible. You somebody in jail.
I mean, you know, prison is a horrible place, bro. Like it's like the things that you guys hear about, you know, they really happen. You know what I'm saying? Upon different situations.
What really happened?
Everything you hear about: murder, extortion, prostitution, drugs, corrupt COs.
Prostitution.
Yeah.
How can you ain't no how can you do prostitution in jail?
COs in there. That's
Oh, okay. I
gotta
get you.
sell some. Think about it. Like everybody in prison aren't broke.
Right.
Man. You got dudes with millions of dollars on their books.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
And you can get anything you want if you got the money to
fuck
pay
yeah,
for it.
of course. That's just like anywhere. This is just the prison. Just think of it as a mini city. That's it.
Right.
That's all. They got a jail for your ass there too. That's the whole.
Right. So when you kill a member, do you automatically lose like protection and like people from that members come try to keep?
Of course.
How that work? How that happen?
Well, I mean, with any situation, you got people who like the other person more than you. I'm saying that, especially if the other person is more powerful than you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before.
Hold on, you like powerful?
Yeah, pretty much.
Come on, gang.
I mean, situations happen that arise, and sometimes you have to do what you have to do. And I'm saying that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? The person who passed away, I'm saying a lot of people have a lot of different rumors about him. I'm saying he did this, he did that, but at the same time, he was one of my mentors. You know what I mean? He was one of the people who helped me. You know what I'm saying? Like I keep telling you.
Hold on. What, you knew him?
This was my big homie.
Come on, gang.
God is great though.
So friction, you had to kill somebody you actually knew. So that kind of like, did that bother you like somebody you actually knew?
Oh, of course it did. You know what I'm saying? Because it affected my community and it affected everybody around me. Like my community basically fell in disarray at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like the older homies had to, you know what I'm saying, sit down and figure the whole situation out. You know what I mean? So in the meantime, you know what I'm saying, I'm there and I'm in limbo. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting the death penalty. You know what I'm saying? My whole community mad at me. You know what I'm saying? I can't trust nobody but me.
Right. So how that work? If your whole community mad at you, what did they ever try to come to kill you?
I had 3 attempts on my life.
Come on, gang. Tell me about that.
I'd rather not.
You'd rather not. 3 attempts though. 3 attempts, but I guess they didn't do it though, and you'd rather not talk about it.
Nah, we ain't.
That's a good
Maybe
thing.
another time.
Maybe another time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you fast forward, you get out. What's your first day out like?
Ooh, Well, I had a couple of mishaps before I even got out. You know what I'm saying? Once I won my motion to strike the prior, I had a release date of April 6th. So April 6th come, they get me halfway to the drop-off point, and they take me back to prison.
What?
After I paroled already.
What did they take back to prison for?
The warden said that there was a disturbance in the little town, I believe Calexico, where we were supposed to get dropped off at. He said it was a disturbance, and I couldn't go. But the disturbance was the California Innocence Project, CNN, and all the other news people that were there to greet me when I was getting released.
Oh, they wanted to talk to you.
Yeah, so the warden spoiled that. You know what I'm saying? So he put me back in prison for a whole another month. Senator Lowe, you know what I'm saying, she come and get me out of prison on a Sunday.
Right.
That was shit. I've been in the hole for 10 years.
That's crazy.
So my first day was scary as fuck.
Right.
I can remember we went to IHOP. That was the first place I ate at IHOP. And I was sitting looking at the menu. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had already ordered. But I was just sitting looking at the menu, and you know what I'm saying, it was my turn to order. And I'm just looking, and my attorney, you know what I'm saying, her name is Sarah Bear.
Right.
She just grabbed the menu, and she was like, okay, well, he won't whoop what she ordered for me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that I couldn't read the menu. I was stuck on the syrup.
Huh?
They had like 15 different syrups.
Come on, guys.
So I was fucked up just off of that.
Off the syrup?
Yeah, like that's not prison. Like mind you, if that's just an hour ago, I was about to make a sandwich with some chips. Now I'm out and I'm free. Like, you know, so I had to get used to people walking behind me or close to me or anything like that. You know what I mean? It just was a whole experience. You know, like how do you go from one extreme to the next?
Right. So before you get out, do everything get resolved with the community, or when you get out, do you have these same tips on your life?
Well, it was a work in progress. You know what I mean? So it was.
So it was the same when you got out.
Much.
Yeah. So how you get past that? Then explain about that. How that go?
Well, see, this is what happened. Like I tell you, my community, we believe in right is right and wrong is wrong, and you have to put your. First of all, if you're in prison, you know what I'm saying, the first thing you have to do is put your feelings aside, because you might have to stab your brother, your cousin. You might have to do whatever your community needs done.
Right.
So in doing that, sometimes it takes a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, our elders had to sit down and they had to see who was right and who was wrong. You know what I'm saying?
But how can they figure that out if, like, he dead? Who gonna tell them?
There's people who were there.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't like we were isolated or anything like that. This happened on a yard full of people. You know what I mean? So they had to figure out, you know what I'm saying, who was in the right and who was in the wrong.
And when they figured out you was in the right, everything just.
Well, just because I was in the right don't mean everything went away. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, you still have people who really had love for this man. You know what I'm saying? He was great. He was a great one of our great warriors. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is.
I mean, that's kind of crazy. You them, but you still giving them utmost respect. It's
Like
something
I
like you
said
really
before,
didn't want to do it. Like you probably had to do it.
I keep telling you, I'm status quo for survival. Bro, I went to prison innocent. So I'm sitting here looking at everybody in prison, and I'm thinking like, damn, I'm not like these. This here for 8 people. This here for raping 12. You know what I'm saying? It just was a situation to where, you know what I'm saying, I didn't really know how to act. I couldn't act like they acted because I felt that I'm really here for something I didn't do.
Right.
So when I had to do anything I had to do, I had to make sure that it was what it was supposed to be. You know what I mean? I like if it was a situation where we had to get somebody off the yard, I had to make sure that I got away with it, or it was a situation to where I was aiding somebody, you know what I'm saying, taking a knife and going in the building with it, or a situation like that. But I always had to play a position.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is what my community expected of me. Right.
And even though you somebody from the community still expected you to be part of the community.
Of course. Of course. You don't get away like that.
So you don't get away like that?
No, you don't get away like that.
I mean, that's kind of weird, though, because they still going to try to kill you, but they want you to be part of the community still, I guess, until they kill you. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm confused, gang.
Well, it's not so much as
I'm just trying to figure it out. No, I'm just trying to figure it out.
He's funny. But what it is that, like, okay, say for instance, if there's an issue.
Right.
And you have to go to court.
Right.
Okay, so now people that will say, okay, well, he did A, B.
Right.
And there's other people that say, hold up, he did A, B, and C because X, Y, Z happened. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the community, which are the elders, you know what I'm saying, they'll be able to say, well, the big homies, they'll be able to say, okay, well, he's wrong, he's right. You know what I'm saying, through the whole situation. And we entrust in them that the slogan that we saying is right and wrong is wrong. You know what I'm saying, that they going to abide by that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you just got to wait till all that roll over, but at the same time, stay ready to kill anything that come up to you.
Of course.
Right. That's a really troubling situation, right? So you have to kill somebody and then have to protect your life for somebody that you had to keep from your own community. That's kind of like crazy, right? No, I'm just kind of crazy.
Well, it's gang life, bro. I mean, everybody think it's crazy, but it's second nature to us.
Right.
Like, it's second nature. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of gang life, right? We're gonna go back before jail. What got you into the gang life?
Well, I mean, my family, you know what I'm saying, we moved out here from Louisiana.
Right.
And I'm saying I had an older brother, you know what I'm saying, that was dope, you know what I'm saying, gang violence, you know what I'm saying, so we moved out here, you know what I'm saying, we was from the country, you know what I'm saying, so we didn't know anything about, you know what I'm saying, any gangs. We from Louisiana, you know what I'm saying, to Louisiana.
Oh, your brother got killed in gang violence?
Out here.
And then you joined the gang?
Of course.
How that work?
Yeah, like, I mean,
he got killed.
I understand that.
So most people you won't even join the gang.
Well, at the time I was, you know what I mean, I was 10 years old, so I was very angry. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even understand about death. I'm 10. What do
Right.
you mean? So I was angry. And at the time, you know, since the 80s, we didn't have any type of therapy. You know what I'm saying? Each and one of my family members were left to deal with the situation on their own.
Right.
So with me, what I did is I just turned to the streets.
Right. And how's it like for a kid turning to the streets? Did you automatically get accepted by like everybody else, or was like, no, you can't do this, don't do that, don't do
Yeah,
this?
you know what I'm saying? We got different sides to our community. Who said and who said like on our side like they wasn't having it, because my mom pull up in that Cadillac and she gonna cuss everybody out. She
Right.
gonna be tripping. You know what I mean? So I couldn't really hang out on our side, so I had to go to the Figueroa side and hang out.
Figueroa.
Figueroa.
Right. Speaking of Figueroa, right? Figueroa, I'm keeping Figueroa. They just went down on a big indictment, right? All the Hoovers went down a big indictment over Duck and over prostitution ring, right? And Trump said that he now is basically at war with all the Hoovers about this.
Whoa.
That's what he said. I swear to God, mama. I can show you.
With Trump?
Yeah,
Hold
y'all
on.
people with Trump.
Wait a minute, Trump, man. Wait a minute. I was one of your supporters. Hold on, man.
Yeah,
Chill out.
he said he wants the end of that, and he's coming in for all of them to stop it, right?
I'm coming in for all of them to stop. First off, let me back up. Let me back you up a little bit. Okay. First off, we have a situation here where, you know what I'm saying, I have few people from that community, and as a matter of fact, I know everybody on that list personally, including Lady Duck,
Right.
Jehovah. And my position with that situation is they're innocent until proven guilty. That's what they say they did. Ain't nobody found guilty.
Right. Ain't nobody.
This is what we're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying, innocent until proven guilty. But everybody been persecuted them. Now let's just take them off the map. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm saying they got an open case, and I don't really want to say too much about it. But I just want to talk about the conditions that these people grew up in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So these conditions that they grew up in, you know what I'm saying, like 14-year-old girls, you know what I'm saying, 12-year-old girls, you know what I'm saying, I got a few different people in my community that are bona fide pimps.
Right.
And they spend more money chasing these little off the blade.
Right.
So I'm saying the conditions, it's not so much as about, and it is because that's frowned upon, you know what I'm saying? I have a 13-year-old daughter, so this
Right.
is kind of close to my heart, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I know these people. These people are calling all these bad names and this, that, and the other, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? We don't condone any type of child pornography or any type of that situation. Those are individual choices.
Right.
I mean, so, but at the same time, sometimes those choices are already made for them. Those little girls, the little girls that are supposed to be getting pimped and all these drugs, and drugged and all these different things, you have to understand what drove those girls to be in that situation.
Right.
What household would let their child go out and do things like this at 12 or 13?
Right.
There has to be something wrong with that household for these little children
100%.
to be out here able to even be pimped.
Right.
So we can point fingers at the pimps, you know what I'm saying? We can point fingers at the prostitutes, but what made these girls go out here at 12 or 13 years old?
And that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, they did that, and evidently they feel like, you know, they can lock everybody up. My thing is, what I noticed in California is kind of like a war on the gangs, right? It's like they are really trying to lock all the gangs up in California. And I don't even know what reason that's for.
Well, I mean, this is a society, right? And a society has to have laws. Like I
Right.
said before, this is cops and robbers. I don't have to do crime anymore. You know what I'm saying? But I also can relate to people who are in the streets. Like, a crime is only broken when the police know about the crime.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But this is the way these people live every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These people who they say are getting pimped and abused, some of them may very well be, but some of them don't have nowhere else to go. So they're sacrificing themselves for somewhere to sleep.
Right.
So I'm saying, before we can go into, oh, this person is wrong, let's figure out, why are these little kids, these are kids, out in the streets? Why? Why are they not at home? Where are their parents at?
One of them mama was a whore.
Yeah,
One of her mama was a whore.
Yeah, that's that. And I'm trying to, and everybody, I was reading the comments in that, and one comment said that it said free P4. You know what I'm saying, free all my lokes. I'm saying all of them. You know what I'm saying. But the comment said free P4. You know what I'm saying, and under it said that they want to give him 100 years for pimping her, but her mama was her first pimp.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's the truth. Like, You know what I mean? Like this is the environment that these young girls are coming from with mothers like this. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't even imagine it. You know what I mean? But
So the mama got to be on the case too, right?
no, she's not.
So fuck.
She's not. She's not. She's
How
not.
she don't get on the case?
I don't really know her or know who she is. But
That just don't even make. Who's this? Huh? This ain't the gate. Tell her to open the gate. Tell her to the gate. They ain't the gate. Tell her to call the gate. Why would you do it in the middle of a podcast? That was weird as hell. You that hungry? That was weird. You that hungry? You don't stop. Tell her right there. She right there. No, Chapel. She ain't sleep. Yeah, my bad about that. So I forget where I was at. That was weird as hell. No, I forget. I don't know what made him just do that. Let's get back to where we're going. I don't know where we was going. So, but that happened. But before that happened, is a big indictment. That's why I say it's a war against the gangs,
well,
right?
see, this is the thing though. Like a lot of things that I mean, we can't sugarcoat it. You know what I'm saying? There's no excuse for any type of situation where you are taking advantage of a child. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we can say this, that, and other. That's just the law. But in reality, we know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? These children are being forced to the streets. You know what I'm saying? The economy is bad. You know what I'm saying? Everything is high. You know what I'm saying?
Everything high in California.
Yeah, believe that. You know what I mean? So now they're forced to out here to get it however they can. That's
Right.
just what they're doing.
Right. And that make a lot of sense. But I think it's a war on the gangs because it was another big indictment right before this one. And it was on, I guess, the Rollins, all the 6-0s. Yeah. They go to jail, right? For like crazy shit too. So it's kind of like that. Like Big U in jail. Now I heard Big U is a snitch.
This is what they saying, you know what I'm saying? I haven't seen any paperwork, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these old guys are being uncovered. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Your best friend, Whack. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, gang. Ain't my best friend. How you gonna say this is my best friend? That nigga got a wrinkle booty. I'm just keeping it real. I can't be best friend with no old man with no wrinkle booty. I'm just keeping it real, gang. That ain't my best friend.
Well, you know, he somehow he keeps coming up with information about these older cats, you know what I'm saying, that had older cases that may have been before our time, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, from my understanding, him and another well-known 6-0 Petey Whack, they supposed to have paperwork on him. You know what I mean? And if he's already told once, what you think he's gonna do now?
Tell. I mean, I gotta keep it real. You gonna tell. I mean, if he told once, you gotta tell again, right? You repeat the same.
This is right here. The thing about it is this right here. What is his incentive not to tell? He's about 60 years old, I guess. About now, you know what I'm saying? Everything is on him.
Right.
I mean, like that's a burden that he has to carry. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, we've been taking bets to see what he gonna do.
Right.
Because, like, I mean, he don't have
taking bets to see what he gonna do.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because this is gang. This is like gang history right here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's a major figure in the streets of LA. You know
Right.
what I mean? No matter who say what, you know what I'm saying, that man.
So he can't snitch. If he snitches, like it's over with for him. In the streets.
This what I'm saying. It's over with him now. He's if he's convicted, like I said before, you know what I'm saying, I'm not wishing anything on anybody that has an open case or anything like that. And he is innocent until proven guilty. That he is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying if it go the way they got it, you know what I'm saying, it don't look like he'll be coming home anytime soon.
Right. But if he go to jail and then they find out that paperwork exists, how's gonna be walking on the yard? Can you walk on the yard if they know you got some old, even though you ain't snitched on this case, if they find out you snitched on the other case, can you walk the yard?
Well, a snitch is a snitch. Oh.
So you can't walk the
This
yard.
is what I'm saying. So if those alleged facts are true, I'm saying everything we just talked, the scenario we talking about,
Right.
why wouldn't he tell on whoever he needs to tell on?
Right.
He's not even telling because he's going to get a time reduction. He's telling because he's bitter at a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Especially Whack.
Ooh.
He's bitter at
What you
Whack.
bitter at Whack for?
I'm pretty sure that Whack could tell you. You said we go get him here. You said we could ask, but you know what I'm saying, before Big U went to prison, he made a video. You know what I'm saying? And the video was basically saying, you know what I'm saying, why the police didn't go. He said, y'all might as well go get Whack. And that
was a snitch right there. That was a snitch right there. If he said you might well go get Whack, Whack need to be hiding right now. I'm just keeping it real. He said that for real.
That was the video we saw. You know what I'm saying? That was the one right before he turned himself in. You know what I mean? So, like, I mean, Let's see if he stays strong.
No, he ain't stay strong. He said, I need to go get whacked. Listen, whack, if you're watching this, you need to be on the first plane out the country. Stop playing with me, because you going down. Stop playing with me. And they don't like big round booties in jail. I'm just going to keep it real, whack. Listen, that's crazy. How can you hang with somebody like that? Right, and that's crazy. Just to talk about this, right? And I want to talk about this. I know it's probably a sensitive situation, though. But where I come from St. Louis, right? And Hoovers and all the Crips get along, right? It's really like no separation between the sets of Crips, right? But in California, I know there's a separation between the Rollins and the Hoovers. How does that start?
Man, that started the original beef between the Hoovers and the Six O's actually came from the A-Tray Gangsters. You know what I'm saying? The A-Tray Gangsters actually had an issue with the Six O's first. You know what I'm saying? In my community, you know what I'm saying, decided to back the A-Tray Gangsters. But at the same time, the Six O's, right?
Right.
Before any of that happened, had a good relationship with the Five Deuce Hoovers through the Broadways. So our homies already was mingling with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So our community decided to take their side. So what ended up happening in that war, you know what I'm saying, all these years later, the A-Tray Gangsters, they called some type of truce with them. You know what I'm saying? And we stuck in this war with them.
So but then, is that the reason why now you guys don't identify yourself as Crips no more? Because of that situation right there? Or how did that work?
A lot of different situations, you know what I mean? Like at the time, you know what I'm saying? At that time, this was like 89-ish, somewhere around that area, you know what I'm saying? Like the homies we really was like Crips grudgingly anyway, you know what I'm saying? Because we didn't get along with, even though we were saying Crips, we couldn't do anything that Crips did. You know what I'm saying? Like we had beef with all the other Crips. You know what I mean? So it came a time to where we just decided, you know what I'm saying, their politics wasn't aligned with ours. I mean, and we made our own move.
But how did they get decided?
It got decided through various different situations that I mean, you know what I'm saying, that the older homies had to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like situation you guys have in St. Louis, and not even in St. Louis, like even in Houston. When I go to Houston or I go to like Atlanta, you know what I'm saying?
We don't know.
A lot of the Crips, you guys are stuck in that era, and it's a beautiful era. Trust me. Like I had a situation with a few people in Fort Worth.
Right.
They're saying the HCGs and the CGs that are Five Deuces.
That was Percy. Oh no, that was OG Percy, and that was OG Kunta.
Yeah.
Right. For everybody watch, I just want to say who it is, right? Because they the only ones in Texas that's actually doing the Hoover wrong. From what I know, this is what I know. So, Percy, if you're watching this, your old doing the Hoover wrong. I'm just gonna keep it real, gang. He is doing it wrong. So listen. So how do one react to that?
Well, I mean, I'm saying that situation is still being worked out as we speak. You know what I'm saying? I had a situation to where I'm saying we had another network that we were dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And my community feels that this guy behind the network, you know what I'm saying, he was dabbling too much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was in too much of our business.
Right.
You know, so that caused a lot of friction. You know what I'm saying? Man, like I said before, you know what I'm saying, on another podcast, you know, our community is not what everybody expected to be. You know what I'm saying? We're not here trying to force anybody to be anything. This is just the military branch. You know what I'm saying? We also have, you know what I'm saying, community activists. We also have homegirls that are nurses, tax accountants, all of these type of situations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we pretty much lead with love. You know what I'm saying? Once you in the inside of where we
love.
Yeah.
Nigga, you
gotta kill sometimes.
Love.
Sometimes
like God.
I mean, that's why God said you're not supposed to kill, because that gives you the power of life and death now.
Right. So, question. So now, even with Percy and them, people like that, how do they supposed to know, right? Listen, California is far away. So a lot of times we get put on, like in St. Louis, we get put on, and then nobody come back out and tell us the new rules. Mm-hmm. How are we supposed to know? Well, in California, like y'all pressed, even though we ain't supposed to know.
See, this is what it is. See, a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, different gangs are spread through, you know what I'm saying, different outlets, media, people coming to visit from out of town, this type of situation.
Right.
But if I say I'm from Hoover,
right,
you know what I'm saying, I'm from any other state, it's my obligation to learn everything I can about because I'm saying I'm gonna die for this.
Right, but how you gonna know if again you in California and they in Texas?
Well, these days they got the internet. These days, you know what I'm saying, they tap in with different artists we got. You know what I'm saying, Trig Bird. You know what I'm saying, different people who want to know about.
So
our
ain't no
culture.
excuses.
Ain't no excuses.
They gotta know.
You have to know. How do you don't know yourself? How you don't know about what you're gonna live and die for? How you don't know who your enemy is?
Right.
Now that goes on to say that, like I was explaining about the different situations about the different Crips in all these different states and how they groove, right?
Right.
We don't have any intentions on making y'all have beef with the 6-0s. If that comes, it's gonna come naturally. But we don't have any beef. We don't have any beef with that program they got going on. And this is what Percy and them. Oh, can't nobody come down here and tell us or change this? They want us to be like them. No, that's not what it is. If you're one of us, it ain't no being like us. We all.
So you don't think California like that? Press.
I'm sorry.
You don't think California like that? Press shit.
I don't understand that.
You don't think California press shit?
Oh, of course, of course. It's only one right and one wrong. We don't really compromise.
Right.
Why would you? Why would you compromise about the truth?
I mean,
like save somebody's feelings.
I mean, so say for instance, you like Person and right, they got a letter wrong, right? They got letters backwards. That's a real deep violation just getting one letter wrong.
Yeah.
Explain that. How's that? How that work?
Well, that situation is a little bit, you know what I'm saying, tense because
they got one letter wrong.
That one letter is a letter that makes you not official.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's just it in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? We've been in communication with them, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, they understand, you know what I'm saying, what we're saying, but at the same time they have different grievances about, you know what I'm saying, their situation there. You know what I'm saying? But this situation is a situation, like I said, we have, you know what I'm saying, older homies that's talking to them, I'm saying, in talks with them, you know I'm saying, to see if we can come to some type of mutual understanding. But, you know what I'm saying, like, as of now, you know what I'm saying, the shit just is what it is.
But basically, if they gonna do it, they just need to do it right, and that's how y'all view it. Like, do it right.
Why would you want to be a half a Hoover? Why would you want to be not accepted in your community? Like,
a half Hoover.
But I'm saying there. But my whole thing is not my message is not for anybody that's already set in their ways,
right?
I mean, because we have an older generation and they feel that this is the way it is, and we had all this and this, that, and other. You know what I mean? When you're in a situation like this, because now everybody's looking at them a certain type of way,
right?
And then they have white, you know what I'm saying, they have the young dudes, you know what I'm saying, and they watching all our community,
right?
And they getting all their swag from our community,
right?
But it's a difference when your community don't accept you because of that one letter,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm thinking that they should, me personally, if you didn't know and then you find out, I think it's easy to just say, okay, cool, we know the thing, let's do the right thing. That's the most common thing you should do.
That's not.
It should.
Common.
That is common. If the gang is Hoover and the gang is from California and the California come down and say, hey, dude, y'all got it wrong, it's common to just say, let me get it right.
Well, that's what, see, a lot of people can't accept truth for what it is. You know what I mean? Like,
but we not actually from Hoover. We never been there. Right? And it's like, so when you come with the correct knowledge.
See, this is the thing, though. It goes back to the people who are in charge. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just like if I'm jumping over a gate for 30 years, right? And then you just come and open the gate and walk through it. Am I still going to jump over this gate?
Yeah, I get what you're talking about.
I mean, like certain people, you know what I'm saying, their pride and their egos, you know what I'm saying, they think they bigger than the gang, and nobody's bigger than the gang.
Yeah, no. But you still go to Texas.
Why wouldn't I?
I mean, that's kind of crazy, right? You going to Texas knowing that it could be something in the air or something like that, or you going to Texas to try to tell them, like, look, let's just get it right.
Well, see, my whole thing is that, like, when I go to Texas because I got homies there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm welcome in Texas.
Right.
So I can go wherever I, you know what I'm saying, need to go to. I don't travel in any type of fear or anything like that. This is my community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This community that we're talking about is Fort Worth. I've never been there before. You know what I'm saying? I would like to visit, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if I don't, you know what I'm saying, I'm still gonna be from home.
You ain't never been to Fort Worth, but Fort Worth came to you. Cause I noticed you was with Real Tune. I saw that blog you was in Real Tune, and he came out there. And Real Tune is really good with Percy, so I'm thinking Real Tune should have told Percy, right? Cause Real Tune came out and deal with you.
What it is that they have their own personal relationship, and I'm not sure if they have that type of relationship where they can, you know what I'm saying, talk about that type of shit. But Percy, from my understanding, you know what I'm saying, Percy is well trenched in over there. You know what I'm saying? Like they know him over there.
They
You
know
what
him.
I'm saying? So my whole thing with that is that the last conversation I had with Percy, I was in Houston and I got in touch with him. You know what I'm saying? And
You called him.
Yeah, I called him. I did. What do you mean?
Oh, you called him. I mean, you pressing. That's
Well, it's not
that's
so
normally
much-
California.
It's not even so much that I'm y'all call it a press, but it's just an understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like if we have an understanding of where each other is, they can come and say, okay, well, X, Y, Z, and I say, okay, it's the opposite.
Right.
So that gives me an opportunity to say I can f with this dude or I can't. But we can't have that understanding if we don't even have a conversation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I talked to Percy, you know what I'm saying, I explained to him, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, he spoke first, you know what I'm saying? He's an intelligent guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to his words he's saying, you know what I'm saying? And his whole thing was basically that, okay, well, if we got it wrong, you know what I'm saying, y'all need to come, you know what I'm saying, and and let it and give it to us right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he said, you know what I'm saying, he's a man of God. He like, man, if you're wrong, right is right and wrong is wrong.
Oh, so he hitting the lit, hitting you with the lit.
Yeah,
he understands.
Yeah, he understands. So, you know what I'm saying, last we talked, you know what I'm saying, I was supposed to be bringing him to California. You know what I'm saying? He said he want to walk on Hoover Street, smoke some California weed. We don't have nothing against Percy. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we trying to show him what's right. You know what I'm saying? So why would we do anything to you?
Right.
That's not even our intentions. We're not going with our fists balled up.
Right.
Why would we? Why would we go with our fists balled up to try to convince y'all that this is the right way to go? We're not doing any of that.
Right.
They can actually stay whatever they is, and because we already are who the fuck we are.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I heard Percy didn't have a problem, but I heard OG Kunta got a problem. I heard he got a big problem.
Well, I mean, Kunta's a man of very strong opinions. You know what I'm saying? I spoke
Big
to him,
ego.
I spoke to him.
What was that conversation like? I know this had to be a crazy conversation with Kunta because I done talked to Kunta before. It didn't go too well.
Well, I mean, with him, you have to listen and understand where he's coming from. You know, he's not. He's more Muslim orientated. A lot of his analogies is coming from his faith.
Right. And you can't like mix that with the game.
Well, you actually can. I keep telling everybody about the Groove God.
I know who the Groove God is, and I don't think a lot of people know that's the real God.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But see, the thing about it with him is that Kunta, he has to understand that with power, you have to think for everybody, not just for yourself or not just for the cause that's wrong.
Right.
You know, you can't defend wrong.
Right.
There's only one right and one wrong.
Make a lot of sense. So did they get put on by California? Is it a direct put on like from California with them?
And this is the whole thing that happened with Real Tune. You know, he went. They were saying that they were descending from Sweetport. So Real Tune goes and he video.
Sweetport. What's Sweetport at?
Sweetport, Louisiana.
Louisiana. So them Hoovers too.
Yes.
So I don't want to cut you off, but so another Hoover set can put another Hoover set on, even though it's not from California, as long as that one Hoover set got put on by California.
Yes.
Okay, now it's finished.
Yes. So they were supposed to have got put on by Sweetport, but you know, like I said, Tune went and did a video, and it kind of like didn't go according to plan. You know what I'm saying? They
Well, I can't go according to plan if they put them
They
on.
basically said that they didn't even know who they were.
So who put them on?
We figuring it all out now. You know what I'm saying?
Colors. I'm saying movie Colors had to put them on. Listen, I told my mama, if you watching this, colors. I'm saying, listen, you probably don't know, right? But Colors was a major
Yes, it was.
thing, and it influenced a lot of people to be in the game.
Louisiana when Colors came out. This is like 88, 89.
Yeah, it influenced a lot of people to be in the game. A lot of people started banging straight from Colors.
Yeah. I was in Louisiana.
So is that official if you bang straight from Colors?
Well, see, this is the thing though. See, back then you gotta understand this is the 80s, like from 85 on up to 89. Like those were like the times that drugs spread across the United States from all these different states.
Right.
You know what I mean? So gangs came with the drugs. You know what I mean? So and now they're watching a show on TV that's promoting gangs.
Right.
So every little town they want it to be a Crip or a Blood.
Cause we ain't know nothing about no gangs. I know around my way in St. Louis, it was with GDs and all that before Colors. After Colors, Bloods and Crips everywhere.
Yeah, that was a monumental film. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the starter, they was basically showing you how it worked in LA. You mean and that kind of like inspired a lot of, not kind of like it did, it inspired this whole boom that with all the Crips and Bloods all across the United States.
Well, speaking of that, right? This is what I know. I've been in LA a long time. It's like LA is still in that time. How can that be possible? It's like LA still in that time
Because
right
it
now.
never stopped. When it started out there, you guys started with Crippin'.
Right.
You know, said this is the situation that we have in Houston. They doing more Crippin' than they grooving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So out there in different cities, you know what I'm saying, across the United States, they're more Crip orientated.
Right.
So they're more Tookie Williams and these people who were Crips. But we were Crips as well, and we got our own heroes from that era. You know what I
Right.
mean? So those are the people that we praise. You know what I'm saying? And it's for their lack of knowledge. They don't know who's who and what's what. The only thing they're still left with the books and Tookie Williams and Raymond Washington.
So what kind of Crip was Tookie Williams?
I have never met the man.
I don't even know what kind of Crip he was neither. So I'm trying to say this, like, so even though you Hoover, they have Hoover. I'm just keeping real. They have Hoover. I'm just keeping real. They have Hoover.
No,
They got listen. They got to be half Hoover if you.
Well, let's just say, because we don't want to be disrespectful, like I said before, because we're not trying to ostracize, run them off or anything. We're just trying to correct.
Correct them.
That's all.
That make a lot of sense.
So we don't want to make them feel any type
Right. Well, what Real Tune did was wrong. If you listen, Real Tune is from Texas. How you gonna go somewhere and put out content? He shouldn't even put out the content if they denied the fact that they know him. I wouldn't even put out the content because he from that area. Why would you put out that content?
There's a situation, you know what I'm saying, where, you know what I'm saying, that's being talked about as well. You know what I'm saying? This whole situation started from the hood vlog we did in LA with Real Tune.
Right.
So now there's a situation to where, you know what I mean, a lot of people in our community is asking who he is and why he's so entrenched in our business. You know what I mean? So
He in everybody's business. I'm just keeping it real. He in everybody's business, gang. If you was in Texas, you would know that. I just left Texas.
Wait, in his defense, we had a situation to where how he even came about. There was another homie. Shout out to Solo the Sisters. You got to make sure you put that on there because he
Right.
went on my bumper about giving him a shout out. But he's the one who introduced us to Real Tune to begin with. So once the blog came out, he kind of stepped back. But it wasn't really on Real Tune. It was really on the homie who bowed out. He didn't want to do this shit anymore. So Real Tune was kind of stuck with the situation. But he shouldn't have went as far as he did. And like that's our community. That's our stance. He went a little too far.
I mean, like he's trying to start some problems. That's what I see.
That's what that's what the general consensus may be.
Yeah, I mean, because like this is what I don't understand, right? I think he looking for content for Percy, and whatever bad situation he can get Percy in, he gonna put him in for the content.
Well, see, Percy's not even in a bad situation. This is what I've been trying to explain to anyone. We don't have any issues with Percy. You said
Right.
These are situations that can be talked out. We're not coming in there trying to force anybody anything. We don't even know these people. Like I couldn't get on the phone and call anybody but Kunta out there. I
Right.
can't even call Percy because we got to hit him on the
Facebook, because you know why? His phones be off. He use Wi-Fi.
Man, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Leave that man alone.
No, I'm just saying he use Wi-Fi. Listen, me and Percy got our own personal problems.
Man, what Percy do to you, man?
Listen,
What Percy do to you?
He trying to charge me $150 of money I don't owe him. I'm just keeping it real.
Y'all fighting over $150?
Yeah, we did content, gang. I paid him for the content. Then after the content, he said, "Man, did $100K. Give me another 150." And then try to press me for it. He called me every day for it. Give me 150. Give me 150. And then had everybody on my platform told me, "Give me 150. Give me 150." I'm like, "Bro, I paid you already. What do you want 150 for?" That's my issue
But it
with
was
Percy.
only 150.
Yeah, but he already been paid.
He was.
Now he could have said, "Give me 150 on something else," but don't try to call me and press me about the 150. Like I owe you 150 when I never agreed to give you 150.
I agree.
Right. So that was my issue with Percy, but I don't think that was the problem. That was Real Tune problem because Real Tune the one told him to call and get that money. So Real Tune always in between some shit. That's what I see. Like he always in between some shit because that's what he did to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're saying it's a lot of people in Fort Worth, you know what I'm saying, that feel the same way, you know what I'm saying, and a couple of people in Houston, and a couple of people in LA, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you know what I mean, like, everybody got to stand on what they stand on.
He ain't standing on.
I was don't know. I know him personally. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I counseled him about this situation. That his journalism was more important. You know what I'm saying? So here we are.
But he already banned. You probably don't know this. He already banned from Fort Worth. Like he really can't even go in Fort Worth. The only way he can go in Fort Worth, I swear to God, I ain't lying. Only way he can go in Fort Worth is when he with Percy. This fact. Like they be on his bumper.
He told me. He said
he
go
cap.
wherever he wanted
That's
to go.
cap. That's cap. Listen, I just left Texas, gang. Listen, I'll keep you. I just left Texas. The only time he can go over there is with Percy because Percy's respected. If Percy ain't with him, they on his bumper. That's fact.
Why? What did he do?
Same thing what you said he do. He get in content and then go get this story, go get that story, go get that story, and mix up shit and blend up shit like a woman. He act like a woman. I just want to keep it real. And real tune, if you watching this, you know you gay. No, I'm just keeping it real, right? He act like a woman, and that's the problem. Even with me, listen. So I had an incident where some people came to my house. Great Eagle Quest people came to my house. Now, mind you, me and Real Tune already been cool. He go behind my back to go find them and get them on internet to talk, just to talk bad about me, right? Just to do that. I'm like, damn, I fuck with you. You fuck with me. Why would you do that? You know what he told me? Journalist. But this is a life.
But see, and this not even doesn't even go for Real Tune. We can get off of him. This goes to the whole content of basically the journalism situation.
Right.
I got on Adam and I'm explaining to him that
Adam.
He's a journalist. And he's saying that he feel he's a podcaster, and basically that's just him copping out for his responsibility as a journalist. You know what I'm saying? Because as a journalist, like, you have to have some degree of
truth.
Well, that goes truth, but I'm saying some type of integrity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because everything that we're saying on these podcasts and everything that you guys are doing, you know what I'm saying, is...
Oh, you guys, me too, huh? Me too.
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah, because see, you have some type of responsibility as well. You know what I'm saying, like with the situation with Real Tune, that situation could get really, really messy, and people can get hurt.
It already got messy.
You know I'm just speaking. So
right.
I'm saying he didn't feel he had any type of responsibility to the community that he was reporting about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If he wanted to uncover the truth, he could have uncovered the truth and went and talked to them in privately. But you just the whole community. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not just about them. You our community.
Right.
And everybody's not happy about that.
There's a lot of birth to the community, because one thing I seen, I think you said something to me about that, is when Gay Tony was running around saying he was also Hoover. Right? And then like Adam 22 put him on the platform, and I took that as kind of like disrespect to the whole community.
Of course. You know what I mean? My whole thing is that, like I explained to him before, with that situation, like he's only doing what the people that were around him were telling him to do.
Right.
And this is why I was explaining to him about how his platform was a neighborhood platform. I mean, and that's how not only a
100%.
Everybody see that. You see it the way the Bloods, everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's why I told him his name is Adam 12 from neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like literally. You know what I mean? So what it is that so when they put the gay dude up there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it just was a situation to where like they playing extra dirty. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't think of not one of my homies, you know what I'm saying, would interview a gay 60. We wouldn't even play like that.
Right. So you think that was a direct insult? Like he tried to do what he tried to do.
Of course. I don't know if it was who idea it was, but
probably one of them sissies up there.
That's what I said. It was generated from that camp, and we understand that. You know what I'm saying? That's propaganda. You know what I'm saying? That's what they tried to pull.
Right. But I didn't see really know who was really responding online. Like y'all don't play online. Like y'all don't even play that. And if y'all did play that, I probably would have saw that. But one thing did happen after that. Tony dropped his flag.
Well, he never had a flag.
Well, he dropped the flag that he had. The fake flag. Because he was part of the fake Hoovers.
Yeah.
I was keeping it real. He was part of the same thing, so he never really had a flag. And he dropped the fake flag that he had.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, like, it's certain things that you can't play with. You know what I'm saying? And this is why.
And I agree.
I was kind of disappointed in the situation and the people who were involved in it. You know what I'm saying? Clown Mac, he said, you know, he's
Clown Mac?
Yeah.
Who was that? Crip Mac!
Clown.
Oh, God. Clown Mac.
He, you know what I'm saying? He said he's the destruction, he's this, that, and the other, right?
Right.
Well, if you were that much of a warrior, he would have never interviewed a homosexual that was claiming
Right.
he's from Hoover. See, all our warriors, right? We would never do that because, see, our enemies are real warriors. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get it in.
Right, I
We
get what
gonna,
you're saying.
We're not gonna play. We're not gonna play like y'all scary. We're not gonna play like y'all. We're gonna give y'all y'all's because we want ours.
Right.
Period. So that was like a gutter move. Like that was some like nobody believed it to begin with. It just showed that you guys are willing to disrespect y'all crippin' to disrespect us. I would never disrespect my gang to disrespect you.
Right.
Not ever. Like what am I?
Don't even make sense.
Why would you?
Right.
I don't. I'm my enemies are. I don't beef with homosexuals. All my enemies is they coming to kill. Yeah. So
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
mean,
play with
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. You crazy as shit.
Don't play with it. Like so
Yeah.
that was a whole situation. And then not only that, he also was getting pressure from Texas.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you know what I'm saying you made a community look bad. And our community is just not in LA. We got communities all over the United States. And people was very upset about that because nobody believed it. Like, come on, like nobody believed that. Like there are no openly gay Hoovers anywhere.
Right.
Anywhere. If you get outed, you're out of the closet, you out of this gang.
So you gotta leave if they find out you're gay.
You're gonna leave.
We say you serious.
I mean, this is not me. This is just the laws and rules that I gotta live by.
So
You
you
know?
can't even go that way if you claim yourself to be a Hoover.
Well, I mean, like I said before, my community is one of the most homophobic communities because of our past history and past things that happened in the past with our older homies. You know what I'm saying? But that was 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Our young generation, we don't play like that.
Right.
At all. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I see you turning up on the internet, but I never seen any other Hoover on the internet really turning up quite like you. So
That's not true. Trigger Bird, you know what I'm saying? He on his shit as well. But you know what I'm saying, also we got Under the Groove, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, we got a few different situations, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying, this whole internet situation to us is kind of new. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's what I was talking about. Like it's just new.
Our community is kind of strict. You know what I'm saying? We kind of like the Spartans, you know what I'm saying? We got strict rules about strict shit.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying, those rules are being relaxed right now because like I had to explain to our elders, you know what I'm saying, the internet, you know what I'm saying, is a war of propaganda. You know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen me get attacked by, you know what I'm saying, the internet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, there was a situation to where, you know what I'm saying, our elders were basically saying that, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't defend myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, or I couldn't defend, you know what I'm saying, the situation that I was in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, and, you know what I'm saying, they had the, you know what I'm saying, powwow about it. You know what I'm saying, and I had to explain to them that first off, we're trained from kids to always defend ourselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm being attacked, I have a right to defend myself.
Right.
Period. You know what I'm saying? Kind of opened up a little bit of room for us to, you know what I mean, move around, you know what I'm saying, on the internet a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But and in general, we're not supposed to play on the internet, and there are certain things we're not supposed to say on the internet.
Right. So what happens? Like just like every time the OGs in the community got together and said, "Okay, y'all go on the internet, but you only can discuss." It's like is there rules on the internet that y'all can discuss,
Of course.
Right. Okay, that make a lot of sense.
It has to be rules because the internet is where anybody can come and say anything, and anybody can be anything on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So in that regard, you know what I'm saying, in our community, we can't fight with each other. You know what I'm saying? We can't talk shit to each other on the internet because we really can go to the set and get it in. You know what I'm saying? Literally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say nothing on this internet that I won't go to the set and say another face. But at the same time, you got people that's all around the world. You know what I'm saying? They get to say whatever they want to say. So you know, so we had to come up with, I guess you would call them community guidelines.
Yeah, a lot of them. California got a lot of guidelines.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about it. This is the gang capital. You know what I'm saying? This is the gang capital. Every gang that's in LA, you know what I'm saying, it migrated to all these different cities.
Yeah, it's a fact. LA is huge. So y'all still got, so when the A-Trays, they did a peace treaty with the 60s. So do that mean that they directly against y'all? So y'all, or how that work?
No.
Or y'all just let that go and let them do what they do, and then y'all just inherited they beef?
I mean, we basically inherited their beef.
but still click with them too.
I mean, they still allies.
Right. How that work though? Like, don't they?
It's working. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just working.
It's working.
Right.
I just actually just talked to Crazy D from H.R. Gangster. You know what I'm saying? I love you, big bro. On gang. You know what I'm saying? Got you, Denard. You know what I'm saying? That's my supporters. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Right.
said before, like I keep telling you, I'm status quo for survival mode, right? And these were all the people who helped me be able to withstand and overcome all of these things mentally, physically, the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? These people I keep shouting out.
Right. Well, I noticed you on No Jumper, right? And I want to talk about that. When you was on No Jumper, a lot of stuff was going on. You pressed the shit out of Adam 12 from rolling. No, listen. No, I'm keeping it real, right. You pressed the shit.
For rolling.
Yeah, you pressed the shit out of Adam, right? And he took it. And a lot of people ain't took it. And he said he's gonna give. This is what I heard him say. He said he's gonna give you a donation for the community and plus pay you. You basically pressed him. And Wack was saying. And Wack said. This is what Wack said. Wack said that you was about to extort him.
Well, first off, see, this is what I'm trying to explain to you about our communities. We from two different communities, right? Our community, we don't extort people. We don't have to, because we so groovy, they gonna want to fuck with us anyway.
Right.
When I go to the store, if I don't have no money, I don't have to worry about it because this is our community. I'm the same person that's helping these people bring in their boxes in the morning time when we coming in from the club. You know what I'm saying? These are the same people who have a problem in our community. You know what I'm saying? We the ones they call on. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have to extort them. They're part of us. So how you gonna extort your cousin or your uncle or auntie?
Adam looks scared as a bitch. I mean, so he just looked scared. I never seen him look that scared on the podcast.
I don't think he was scared. I think he wanted to understand what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? And I think he did, but I think that Adam is the type of person that he only respects you if he knows you or who you say you are. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't think it was too much of a fear. I think it was more respect.
Respecting.
Some type of mixed with fear. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I could be a little scary.
Look, I don't know, because he disrespect Wack right in front of you, because he told Wack that you the gangster that Wack trying to be. That's what he said.
You messy.
I'm just keeping real. That's what he said. He said you the gangster that Wack. I want to get it everything right because I'm confused. He said you the gangster that Wack want to be. He said it right in front of Wack's face.
Yeah, he did, but they got their own. You know, they brothers. You know what I'm saying? They got their whole little shit together. You know
but Wack did deny it.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of people in our community, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, my history can be traced.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even with Wack, you know what I'm saying? And the situation came up, one of his childhood friends got in touch with him because he was on the yard. He was in the hole with me, actually. He was in the yard and on the hole with me.
Right.
I think I was in the hole with Tank for like a year or two, you know what I'm saying? And I
Right.
with him. I'm saying he was there when the situation happened.
Right.
So he had to clear up what he knew was a falsehood because he a real nigga. See,
Right.
a real not gonna let no talk about another real. That's part of the real handbook. You can't do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is the same situation with what happened with 4 Extra. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, 4 Extra probably got hit extra.
Here we go with this.
No, my fault. I be snapping out. I be snapping. My bad. My bad. Yeah, my bad.
It was sad.
No, I'm just keeping it real. That's my bad. I think about 4 Extra. I just think about carrots.
Well, you know, like I said before, they say he didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? And there's really no, you know what I'm saying, no actual facts. Nobody's coming to say he did it, but that's the rumor. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, I was only speaking about him in that situation to show that they always saying that the Hoovers is gay, right? But everything that side's been doing for the past few years been all gay.
Right.
Like, we don't knock people out and play with their booty. Like, we don't do that. Right?
That's his thing.
Like, we don't play like that. Like, you know what I mean? So, I mean, like I explained to my community, like the things that these people have been saying about us, like we can't not respond anymore.
Right.
You know, and we can't not respond. You know what I'm saying? We just like in the streets, we're gonna respond every time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So this is just a different type of war. This is a war of words. It's a war of propaganda. They've been giving their propaganda on No Jumper for 10 years. And they say, oh, we had Treyway on here. No, you had them as guests. They were guests on here. But your hosts were all neighborhoods.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I mean, if that's true, if that's what he chooses to do, that's fine. You know what I mean? That's his platform. But at the same time, you can't play with my community and act like you fuck with us and you don't. Because somebody gonna say something.
You know what's crazy, right? You know that, like you just said, that's Adam 12 from Rolling. and you pulled up. Like that's kind of crazy. Like everybody in that building is from Rolling. For you to pull up, how is that? Like, why did you pull up?
Well, I pulled out because I felt the need to explain to him, you know what I'm saying, exactly how my community felt. You know what I mean? Like,
You ain't think like he gonna backdoor you or something like that, pulling up there?
well, I didn't even think about it because,
The fuck?
I mean,
You just said he with all the ops and you gonna go up there anyway.
But I'm with all my homies. Like, we got the same shit they got. So
Okay.
we willing to risk it if they are. You know what I mean? Like, so that's not even we don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we be in the club with them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we be in the club with other people. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on the energy. You know what I
Right.
mean? Sometimes it's on site. Sometimes it's all. I know, oh, that's my cousin. I'm fool. You know what I mean? Like, it just depends on the people who you run into. You know what I mean? Because all of the gangs are pretty much related. They got everybody knows somebody from this gang or this gang or related from that gang, especially in LA.
So everybody related anyway, but everybody is separated though.
Yes.
So that's what I want to get to, right? So everybody is separated in LA. How do y'all keep the peace? Evidently, you saying like I guess ain't nobody running around just. He says it's a war of warriors right now. So how
No,
do?
that's just on the internet. In
Oh,
the
it's for
streets,
internet.
it's still a war. It's
Oh.
war. I mean, it never stopped. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys, you said that earlier. You were talking about, well, how did we get to this phase? When did this?
That's what I want to try to figure out because
never
you still ain't
stopped.
told us that.
It never stopped.
You ain't told us how you got there yet, though.
How we got where?
To that phase to where y'all was actually, it got this serious to where y'all ain't even came back together yet.
It's always been that serious. This is what I was trying to explain to you. My community turned Crip, right?
Right.
We were already a gang before we turned Crip. So there were various situations. You know what I'm saying? We had the first Crip fight. You know what I'm saying? At Sportsman Park. You know
The
what I'm saying?
first Crip fight.
Yeah, on the west side. You know what I'm saying? They jumped my homeboy Funny Face and whipped him with golf clubs.
The
My big homie. This is before my time. You know what I'm saying? And that, you know what I'm saying? So we always had issues with all the Crips anyway. And understand the Hoovers are the last thing on the west. Furthest you can go on the west east, that's where we at. We run along the freeway.
Right.
Figueroa.
Figueroa.
Dang.
Right. So y'all, but don't Figueroa run all the way through, like all the way through all the Hoover sets, or
Yeah. It
Right.
runs through our side.
right? Do it run through any other gang sets?
Yeah, it does. It runs through the Denver lanes. It runs through. I also have a blade as well.
Hold up. So 60. So y'all claim the
Well,
same.
not the 60s, not the rolling 60s on that side. I meant the 60s, like the
Oh.
streets,
Oh.
the
Okay.
Menlos,
Okay.
the
Okay.
Menlos,
Oh. Okay.
6,
Cool.
7s.
So it's a difference.
Yeah.
Right. So in California, it's like this, right? So what happens when somebody come to California that's in the game but is doing it wrong, right? Do they instantly get forced to do it wrong, or don't get accepted, or do they still get accepted even though they're doing it wrong?
If they're here, they're gonna get it. They're gonna correct it. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you correct it? If you come, like you said, you come out here. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a lot of homies that come out here from New York, all over the place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
These are the homies. Like it's a thing about, oh, do we respect out of town Hoovers? We don't consider them out of town Hoovers.
Oh.
I keep explaining to you. See, Hoover is not a street. We're just named after a street.
Hold on, Hoover, not a street, just name. That's real. I ain't never heard that before.
Hoover is a way of life. It's the way we live from generation to generation. Like we got older homies who we around. You know what I'm saying? And we go and you know what I'm saying, this is our congregation. This is who we deal with. You know what I mean? So this is the way of life. Like so, you can't be really an out of town Hoover because if your groove is right, you in conjunction with everybody else. So that
Right.
means you can travel freely. You can come to Texas. You can come to LA and be treated like you're supposed to be treated.
Right. And that's how it's supposed to be. That's a good thing that y'all did that. But I noticed this when I first came out here, I didn't know, right? I didn't know nothing because where I come from, 60s and Hoovers, like they together and they together all the time. So when I came out here, my first reaction was, let me find a Crip to be around, right? And that was my mind state. Like, let me just find a Crip to be around out here because that's what we supposed to do.
This is the thing.
That's that pressure, huh? Stop playing on me, the big ass blunt. Yeah, I be choking like that too. Yeah, that motherfucker long as shit.
The difference is this: out there, you guys are Crip orientated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, and it stopped there. But see, from here, you know what I mean. When our community, you know what I'm saying, we are more orientated into Hoovers, you know what I'm saying, into our own introduction. We are our own entity. You know what I'm saying? We have our own language, we have our own codes, we have our own everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
So this is our indoctrination. We're indoctrinated into our community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We've separated ourselves from certain Crips, and we're the majority of Crips, you know what I'm saying, and got our own flag for our own benefit. You know what I'm saying? Our belief system isn't for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? This is why I say this is not, you can't really join a gang. You can't really join the Hoovers. You have to join our community. Because see, it doesn't matter if we're a gang, if you were a gang member, all these little young dudes that's from Hoover, they still gotta listen.
Right.
They still have to not only listen to me, they gotta listen to the community. They can't be blocking nobody's driveways. They can't be doing anything they're not supposed to be doing.
Well, let me say this, right? And you probably gonna look at this crazy, but it's really kind of crazy. Do you know in St. Louis, when you a Hoover, you don't wear blue and orange, you wear blue and gray. Blue and orange is actually wore by the 6 Deuce ECC Crips. In St. Louis, I swear to God, my mama, and that's kind of like crazy because I didn't know nothing about orange until I came out here.
Well, see, this is what I'm saying. This is a lot of things that go on in these other states, right?
But how do we get the blue and gray? I think we got it from Hoyas because everybody were Hoyas, and then we were Hoyas.
I'm not sure about how they do it, but we get ours from the hat. You know what I'm saying? The Houston Astro hat. You know what I'm saying? Orange and blue. You know what I'm saying? Our colors is not just orange; it's orange and blue. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much, you know what I mean, our symbols. You know what I mean? But in other states that have all these different colors. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a situation in Fort Worth where they said, I believe that the colors were blue and gold.
That's 6-0 colors, rolling colors, ain't it?
Those are Main Street colors out here.
So they ain't, see in St. Louis, them rolling colors.
You know what I'm saying, but I'm saying the color scheme of everything, it all has to go back to where it came from. This is the whole point of this whole thing of everybody tapping in to, they say, the motherland, LA, whatever set they from, you know what I'm saying? It's so they can get it right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you want to be banging something
That's not right.
If you come out here, you won't be respected. This is why a lot of people who come from out of town are not respected. You know what I'm saying? They come out here and they on some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't even do that. Then they end up getting robbed by their homeboys from LA. You know what I'm saying? Because they think they weird. Like, you know, in our colors, like, you know what I'm saying? That's where a lot of different, you know what I'm saying, friction come in at. This is why they say, oh, LA Crips don't respect, you know what I'm saying, out of town Crips. It's not that they don't respect it. They don't understand it, just like you guys don't understand us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then if there's no understanding, if they're not coming out here to learn, you say, oh, well, we don't wear that? Okay, well, I ain't gonna wear that no more.
But that could be a major problem. 'Cause with me, first, when I heard it, I'm like, okay, cool. We wear blue and orange. But in St. Louis, again, it's Hoyas because we using the words to express the game. It was like Hoover on your ass. And that's the reason why we rule Hoyas. So you come up as a Hoover in St. Louis, you rule blue and gray. That's what you did. But if I get out here, we see the difference and we respect the difference. I even call home like, yo, you know we doing it wrong. And when I call home, they're like, no, how we doing it wrong?
Well, see, this is.
I'm like, you got the wrong colors.
See, this is the thing, though. See, that's not actually true because see, the Salos 107s, the
Right.
colors is blue, same colors.
Blue and gray? Make
107.
a lot of sense. So that's where we got it from.
So that's their colors.
That's where we got it
But
from.
Hoover colors as a whole, like our colors, is Notre Dame. Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish. Tan and blue is our color.
Right.
Our personal click color.
So tan and blue is the personal.
For
So
9 dudes.
oh, I
Notre
get it
Dame,
now.
Everything is coming from the hat.
I get it now. So every set got a different color.
Individual color.
But one color represents the whole gang in general.
Yes.
And that color is blue and orange.
Yes.
Listen, if you're watching this, we just really dropped the deal on you, right? If you didn't know, right?
Every different clique got their own different, like nine-fold. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own different color for their own different clique. But the overall gang, you know what I'm saying, is orange.
Right. And how did that come about? Like, so how did that come about for everybody to get their own colors?
From the hats. From the hats. Just like with the 40s or anybody else, is with the hats. You know what I'm saying?
So whatever hat, that's what it is.
No, whatever set, that's what hat you wear. Like
Okay.
ours is Notre Dame. You know what I'm saying? So we got all Notre Dame gear. Like our set day is coming up. You know what I'm saying? So you'll see a lot of different Notre Dame.
And I got to go to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I swear I'm pulling up.
There you go.
I swear I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of set days, you said, what's the gear? You said, I got to speak up for, you know what I'm saying, the homegirl Africa, you know what I'm saying? And the other two people who lost their life, you know what I'm saying, on our last set day.
In the hood?
No,
What?
we had it downtown somewhere, you know what I mean? And, you know what I'm saying, it was a bunch of freaky shit, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? And it's a funny story because Africa, you know what I'm saying, her real name, her gang name is China.
Right.
9-0 neighborhood, right? And she got at a Hoover function, right? But
What she was doing at a Hoover function?
what she doing at all our functions? She's been around since forever. You know what I'm saying? She got kids there from Hoover. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And she done been to all our funerals, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She was a blessed soul. My mama, she was a good lady, man.
So what ended up happening? If you can
Shit,
express
They
that.
basically just shot it up. They shot into the crowd, you know what I'm saying, and 8 people got hit.
Right. So the opposition base came down to y'all hood day and just let off shots.
There had to be opposition, but you know what I mean. It is what it is. You know what I mean. Like it's a sad situation because like you know what I'm saying, that kind of shattered a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying, in the summertime because now it's a lot of tension. You know?
But how that work? Don't that gang think y'all backdoor that her?
Oh, her? No.
Because she from a whole different gang. Oh, it don't work like that.
No. See, the thing about it is that I don't think they ever even had that fear about her. Like I said before, she got prominent members as kids for her sons and everything. They are upstanding members in our community. You know what I'm saying? She didn't been around forever. You know what I'm saying? She didn't had boyfriends from our set, so I don't think that was ever a consideration that we would ever hurt her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you know what I'm saying who she was to us. You know,
Right.
She raised all the little young dudes. They all slept at her house, all of that. She getting them out of camp and all that type of, you know what I mean? That's the type of woman she was. You know what I'm saying? She's really missed in our community. You know what I'm saying? That the whole family is, you know what I'm saying, is devastated behind the situation. That's all they knew was their mama. You know what I'm saying? She got a couple of brothers, you know what I'm saying, that prominent members in the Crips, you know what I'm saying? And memorial services should be coming up soon. We also also want to give thanks out to I can't remember his name right now. One of the other homies, he worked for a guy that does crypto.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And in 2 days, you know what I'm saying, they brought Lambos, they brought all type of giveaway, you know what I'm saying? Then they ended up giving the family some money towards the funeral, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So in the community, that's what I asked. So in the community, did everybody in the community, like everybody wear different colors, would get that? So did everybody in the community say we not Crips no more, or did some people still Crips?
See, this is the thing about it, right? You know what I'm saying, when we go to prison or go to jail, and your father say Hoover Crip criminal, you know what I'm saying? So we're still on the books as Crips, but you know what I'm saying, the younger generation, we have homies that's never been Crips before, so they don't even know what it's like to Crip. And
Right.
they've been grooving their whole, you know what I'm saying, situation, you know, so excuse me. You know, that situation, you know what I'm saying, the Crip, we have older homies, you know what I'm saying, and then the Five Deuces, they Crips, you know what I'm saying, but it's more of a symbolic, you know what I mean? Because
Y'all better stop Cripping just to go against the Crips.
no, not just to go against them. You know what I'm saying? We had our own identity. We had our own path, you know what I'm saying, that we felt we needed to explore. You know
Just
what I'm
went
saying?
solo. That's listen. That's kind of like y'all break away from the whole gang, and then automatically you opposition with everybody, the Bloods and all the
But
Crips.
it was always like that anyway. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Okay, I'm trying to listen.
We
then.
always had beef with front and friction with all these different gangs anyway from the very beginning. I mean, like we always was beefing with them. We just never stopped. I mean, so why would we continue to be Crips when we couldn't do anything that the Crips did? We couldn't go to the gang module, the Crip module. You know what I'm saying? Certain things that they did, we weren't invited to anyway. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And every time we show up, it's a problem with them.
So like, fuck it, we gonna just do our own thing and just do it like
Doing
that.
our own thing anyway. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? In defense of the whole Cripping situation, you know what I'm saying? When my community were Crips, you know what I'm saying, did a lot of things that the Crips still do to this day. Like they set days, the Crip walk, all that came from us.
Y'all start the Crip walk.
Yeah, my big homie Sugar Bear.
Stop playing on me. But do y'all still? So I guess y'all just don't Crip walk no more. Let them Crip walk.
Well, we evolved from the Crip walk and we got the Hoover Stomp. You know what I'm saying?
The Hoover Stomp?
And they stole that.
They stole that too.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, go over, like, you know what I mean? But, you know, like, I mean, it's just culture, you know what I mean? It's just culture, you know what I'm saying? And in culture, you know what I'm saying, things get like there was a situation where everybody was taking the Crip walk for granted.
Right.
I mean, like you had Justin Bieber, I believe his name is. He was doing the Crip walk. Bow Wow. I'm saying, I believe Dub C had something to say to him about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's those the things that are public are not for the public. That's a whole war dance basically.
It's a dance, but everybody started doing a Crip walk, even if you wasn't cripping. It was like the thing to do because
It was
like
a fad. It was a fad.
Yeah, it was
Now
like
they turned. I seen it. What was that? The Dre the halftime show. They turned it into the river dance.
right. Yeah, everybody was doing it like this one thing I can say about California, y'all had a lot of influence on everybody across the world, right? And even with the Crip walk, y'all influenced that and like everything, like, you know what, we gonna let y'all have that and we gonna do the Hoover stump. And then they took that, it's like it's kind of weird at that point, right? That they keep
But
taking
this is the
everything that
thing,
y'all
though.
doing.
This is the thing, though. Like my community, we've been trendsetters from the very beginning of this whole little situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like a lot of the people who they talk about, you know what I'm saying, that like a lot of the older guys will tell you, like my community has always been a force to reckon with in Los Angeles gang culture.
Right.
Because of the way we were raised.
Right.
The way they were raised, the way they taught us.
Right. I'm gonna ask you something that you probably ain't got an answer to. You probably do got an answer to, but I just want to know what would it take for like everything to come back together. Y'all been warm for so long. Is there anything that can be like, you know what, we gonna just come together and like, f- it.
Of course it is. You know what I mean?
And what would that be? That's what I want to know.
And this is my humble opinion. You know what I'm saying? My situation, you know what I'm saying?
Because don't sound like you hate them. I'm saying this. Everybody you talk about, even when you talked about 4Extra or anybody, you like kind of like. You really ain't really, you ain't really going hard on nobody. You basically only telling the truth, like only facts. You ain't like going hard trying to nobody or troll nobody.
Why would I? You know what I'm saying?
That's what everybody else do.
Because see, my whole thing is that if I have something to say about somebody, I'm gonna say it because it's gonna be the truth or what I believe to be the truth.
Right.
And when I see you, I'm gonna stand on that truth.
Right.
Whether you got a gun or whatever it is. So I'm kind of careful with my words. You know what I'm saying? Because like I can't tell you guys to have some type of responsibility for your journalism. Then I get up here with a whole bunch of bull.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
But what would bring it together?
Well, what would it bring it together?
Yeah.
What would bring it together?
Yeah.
First and foremost.
That's something I like to see.
And me as well. But at the same time, it has to come from a place where it's mutual respect, first and foremost. And that comes with a lot of these older dudes. You know,
Right.
A lot of these older dudes are in these lowrider club, motorcycle clubs, and they party and hang out with each other every weekend, fun day, Sunday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And in that, you know what I'm saying, people are able to mingle. People, you know what I'm saying, we see them, they see us. You know what I'm saying? The whole little situation is going on. But at the same time, conversations. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Communication. You know what I'm saying?
Communication.
At some point, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if it's going to be in my lifetime or who lifetime it may be in, but at some point, it's going to figure out that they gang ain't no harder than my gang.
Right. I think that's anywhere everybody know that because anybody can die because like bullets they hit you in the right spot, you're dead no matter who you is.
Well, social media, you know what I'm saying, it exuberates the problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it exuberates the problem. It's social media is a tool and a weapon. You know what I'm saying?
At the same time.
For a lot of people to disrespect and belittle a person or a situation, but they wouldn't do it in person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference when you can walk up to somebody and say that I don't like you.
I mean that's one thing, but let's say this, right? Give a scenario that it do everything do get good, right? Do you think? I think that happened. That'd be like a good thing for like every community, right? Because just to show unity, because like we've been separated for so long. I'm talking about us as people.
Of course, the thing about it is, education. First, you have to have communication. Then you have to have an education, and then you have to have a means for our youth, young black men. I'm saying to
Right.
make a living for themselves. I'm saying now. I'm saying at a job that's making. I'm saying enough for this dude from 60s to take care of him, his baby mama. I'm saying their kid, and it's the same thing. He's working alongside one of my homies who got the same job he has. They have an incentive not to get into it.
Right.
They have an incentive to be around each other. They have
Right.
an incentive to understand each other because they both are mirroring each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? So without that opportunity, I'm saying it's gonna be war.
Right. So how is it when famous people like Kevin Gates come to California and they immediately like look like they choosing sides and pulling up on 4Extra without pulling up on somebody else from the other gang? I think that if you in Neutron, you should pull up on both. That's what I think. I think if you Neutron,
that situation, we saw the situation and we heard the verse.
oh, listen. Say,
I'm saying-
I looked at Kevin
I'm
and
saying-
said the hurt under my arm. I mean, that shit had me fucked up. But how y'all feel about that?
I mean, this is a lot of people from a lot of different states. You know what I'm saying? They don't really understand how serious and detrimental gang association can be out here for people.
No, we don't. I say we because I say we could for this because like we actually don't bang against Crips, and it's like our only opposition is Bloods, right? And that's like something that I really can express to you like genuinely, right? Because like even when I came to California the first time, again, I'm just looking for a Crip. I'm keeping it real, like
Let me just
yeah, I'm just looking for a Crip.
Let me show you. See, look, and that situation was very dangerous for you.
Yeah, I almost got up like
That's what I'm
that.
saying. See, it's because of the fact that you guys are so Crip orientated. That's why. And so the division that's been going on out here for years, y'all don't understand it. Because, I mean, when I went to Houston and we went to one of the towns, like the whole apartment building we went to was Hoovers and 60s.
That's my neighborhood.
And I was like, damn. Like, they calling me big homie and everything. And I'm just like, damn, well, I don't have no issue with them per se. I just was surprised that it was like this.
Right.
I was like, damn. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I had to explain to a few of my homies that just because I'm here, you can't change up on them. I'm not here for that. If you real, you gonna keep it real. You don't hear me disrespecting them. When we
Right.
talk, we may talk disrespectful to them, but when they hear, we're not gonna do that. And we
Right.
gonna ask the same respect from them. You know what I'm saying? So like I was explaining earlier about what person was saying, oh, y'all can't come on here and change nothing and all this. Like, nobody wanna change nothing y'all got going on. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna be wrong, then shit be wrong. You know what I mean?
But I don't think anybody want to be wrong. I think they just try to be too strong.
Well, see, this is the thing though.
That's what I think they try to be too
It's
strong.
not so much, this is what I say, if you are any type of leader,
Right.
you have to take your, in any situation, right?
Right.
What I do is I take all of the names out of the situation. I say, okay, A did this, B did this. Who was right or wrong? Because when you attach names, you attach egos, you attach, oh, we didn't did this, and the homie didn't got and all this stuff. We didn't have the same shit go on out here.
Right.
So that don't move us. Right is right and wrong is wrong.
Right and right, wrong is wrong, I agree.
It's not up to me to decide. I'm saying I'm speaking my opinion. This is the opinions that I'm speaking on any platform. I'm saying this. I guess this is my disclaimer. They come directly from me. I'm saying this is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And at the same time, it's kind of echoing what my community is saying. So.
Right. But just for the sake, like even for me, don't nobody know. California is so far away that no one knows.
But this is the thing, though. It's not. That's not necessarily true because now they have the internet and people on the internet they can search. You know what I'm saying? They got some fly ass. I thought Google was the, so I looked everything up on Google. You know what I mean? But now they got Chat GPT. See with that
Chat
shit,
GPT.
that shit right there, boy. That shit is good, boy. But what it is that that's a tool for you to research. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's a tool for you to research. Especially this is what I'm saying. Like people who claim a gang and a person who is a part of a community that has a gang are two different things.
Right.
I'm saying I believe in my community. I never say die.
And
So in saying that, right, it gets diluted as it gets further away.
right.
So it's once it lands wherever it lands at, it's that person's or that group's responsibility to go back and do some type of history or some type of investigation about what you're saying you're gonna live and die for.
Right. And that's what I think that everybody need to do is what myself personally had to do. But at the same time,
And then at the same time, a lot of times when you do the research, they ain't gonna want to be with this no way. I'm just telling you the truth. Like, like a lot
Right.
of times people think that this is You know what I'm saying, glamorous. You know what I'm saying, they see us, they see gang members, and they hear about all the violence. You know what I'm saying? They in small towns, they ain't never did none of this before.
Right. But people in LA, I'm honest, but Adam 22, he'll set you up knowing you opposition with somebody. Like I swear, the moment For Extra walked in there, I didn't figure out that they was opposition until I was on live with Munchie. Right. I didn't even know that. I ain't gonna lie to you because I've been around Brick Baby, and I was around Brick Baby. He's coming back and forth to Texas. I told him, look, I'm Hoover. He never said nothing.
You know why? Because let me explain to you why. Because just what I just told you there. He knew that you wasn't a Hoover from LA. You wasn't tapped in here.
Right.
He knows this already. So
Right.
he don't have no beef with you. He
Right.
don't have no quarrel with you. You just one of his partners from Hoover.
Right.
That's why. He didn't see you as a Hoover. Like he would see one of us. He didn't see you as that. So it wasn't like that he was doing anything wrong. It wasn't like that he was.
I figured he was doing something wrong because like he supposed to tell you, look, man, you know I f with you, but you know these your people over here.
Yeah, he was supposed to say that.
He didn't do that.
Well, I mean,
Nobody did that. I was even with the Grape Streets and they didn't do that. I was with the Grape Streets for 2 years. It's so crazy, right? I was with the Grape Streets for 2 years, bringing them back and forth to St. Louis and coming back and forth out here. They know it's on my stomach. They know it. They never said nothing. They never like, oh, yo, your homeboys over here.
That was opportunity, though. That was opportunity. Why would they turn you over to somebody that's gonna potentially take you away from them? And you hooking them up with whatever you doing with them. Why would they do that? Why would they give the bag away? That's stupid.
Yeah, but in St. Louis, I think that we would have did that. Right? Where I come from,
See,
we would have done that.
That would have been the honorable thing to do. But I mean, you in the LA streets, a lot of people are not honorable. They don't have a lot of integrity here.
Yeah, because I felt some type of way. Like, everybody watching this. You seen the situation on No Jumper, and y'all saw who I was with. And shout out to him, right? It's no bad feelings. It's like, you did what you supposed to do, right? You was there, you did what you supposed to do. But I feel like...
Well, I don't feel you did what he was supposed to do.
He was in that building, and he came in that building with me. What he supposed to do? He wasn't supposed to do nothing. He didn't sign up to do nothing. But I thought that he was direct, kind of be like...
Who brought him?
I brought him. But I brought him because...
It didn't look like he was on your side there.
I'm gonna tell you this. When I brought him, he told me, he like, no, we all good. He act like the opposite. Like I was with him. He act like he knew what I was. And he knew what 4 Extra was. But he acting like everything was good, like Crips in California roll together. That's how they had me thinking. I swear, I won't lie to you, gang. Like, I swear to God, mama, like, that's how they had me thinking.
They
like,
said you smooth.
yeah. Like this what it is out here, right? And I'm like, but when 4 Extra first walked in, he high-fived them. And that's when I knew, damn, they got me.
The minute he knew he fucked up.
Yeah, the minute I knew I fucked up. Because the whole time, listen, you gotta think, when I'm waiting there, I'm like, this is how I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, cool. I know where I'm at, right? I know what I said about 4 Extra, but I know I'm with somebody that at least, right, can step 10 with me, right? And then when I found out I was alone, there's nothing I can do. Cause I realized I was alone and not like nobody's with me. And he told me in my face, I said, damn, gang, why didn't you at least when 4 Extra stood up,
I seen that.
when 4 Extra stood up, I looked at him like, you finna stand up, right? I'm like, you finna stand up. But when 4 Extra told him, because he acted like he was finna stand, you gotta watch the video, he was finna stand up like that, and 4 Extra like, sit down.
I mean,
He sat down.
Listen, you don't even understand the situation that you was in, bro.
No, I don't. I'm trying to understand
it.
it.
Was 2 against like all of them. Like he didn't have any win either. Like he didn't. If he had did any resistance about anything, like they would have whooped him too. Like, what do you mean?
Right, because they don't get along either, I guess.
I'm not too sure about that. Like they got a lot of different alliances going on right now.
Right.
In LA. You know what I'm saying? Like people you would think that don't get along, they get along just to come shoot at us.
But they definitely don't get along with me.
Right. Yeah, like,
They definitely get along with me. And then even after it happened, he tell me, he said, man, damn, we came out here, we did this, give me 500. And I was like, we kind of got a tour with that. I was like, 500 for what? I said, I'll give you $500 if you would have stood up, you would have did something. He told me.
he wasn't.
He said, I stopped you from getting hit. I said, you ain't stand up. I think I stopped me from getting hit by just being still. That's how I looked at it.
My whole thing with that is that's another example of, I'm saying, when I was speaking about what a platform. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, I know the whole story. Adam was for not showing up. You know what I'm saying? Because of the history that was already being spoke about each other on the internet. And like that was a hazardous place because something bad could have really happened to you. Like
What?
I'm just trying to explain to you, like these aren't podcasters you're dealing with. I'm not a podcaster you're dealing with. These are
Right.
people who live their life in the streets and live by a certain set of rules.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You were really in danger. All bullshit.
You think I don't know? Listen, I know I was really in danger.
You think I don't know?
But the thing is, when I got, listen, this how it went, right? He told me, he said, man, I can get a 100 up here if you need 100 up there. I said, gang, they had 50 people with them, and I was by myself. Literally, I had me, I had a spiritual person with me, and I had him. And I'm like, okay, cool. And he had one person with him. And I'm like, we 4 deep basically, and I'm like, okay, cool. But he told me,
don't ever do that again.
no, I didn't. Listen, you gotta think about me, right? One thing about me is I feel like this. I gotta go do what I gotta do, and whatever they gonna do, they gonna do. But the only thing I liked about you, like, it's kind of like after that, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, man, California for me is over. I'm not dealing with nobody in California until you know, to hit me up. I'm like, damn.
We don't run from nothing. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Like, they just had you in a bad situation. That's it.
Super bad situation.
You know, but God is great. You made it through it.
But even before that situation, I think what made that situation even worse is what happened between me and Munchie, right? Because that situation was even worse because he knew, like Munchie knew. I sit there and told him my hood is 6-0s and Hoovers, right? I told him this, and they already knew the outcome, right? Between 4 Extra. So show 4 Extra your Hoover tag. And at that time, I'm thinking like, what does that mean? I still didn't understand that showing my Hoover tag like we got a problem. I don't think I got a problem with a Crip. Yeah. So I was lost at that moment. Like, what you mean? Show him the tattoo. And then, but he kept on going. So like, let me disrespect him real quick then. Right? Because like,
that right there, that could have. This is why I kind of like reached out to you because, like,
I just feel like I was getting jumped.
Well, I understand that.
Not only by him, but by everybody, even by Adam, by everybody there.
I expressed that as
they
well.
They was jumping me.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like,
I ain't want to talk about no game.
I know, but the thing about it is that out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, my whole favorite saying is, when in Rome, do is wrong. Whatever state that I go to, I'm going to groove with whatever the homies is grooving with, however they grooving. You know what I'm saying? So that way I won't make any mistakes, right? And
I'm thinking I'm doing this wrong. I'm thinking listen, I'm telling you, I was in California for 3 years. Talking with Brick Baby, with the I never met one Hoover.
They was working this shit out of you.
Come on, I was here for 3 years. Like, I stayed here. And when I stayed here, I was with the I left, I go back, then I go down, hook up with Brick. They no one ever said anything. They coming back and forth. That's my problem. As I look at it, like, damn, they was really trying to rock me.
Well, they not trying to. They did it for 3 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I never met you. Now, like, I wish I would have met you before then. Like, because now I feel like, damn, okay, cool. And one thing I said, but I feel accepted. And like, before, I felt like I didn't know what the was going on. After the incident, like I said, I'm like, I ain't with nobody else in California. I just been do my thing and just stay away.
It ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, that situation was what it is. They lined you up, period.
Line me up bad.
You know what I'm saying? It could have went wrong, but you know what I'm saying? The groove God protected you. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
You know what I mean? And the thing about it is that, like, the Adam, you know what I'm saying, no jumper situation, that situation is like, you know what I'm saying? He's giving the outlet, you know what I'm saying, for people to, he's just freestyling it, whatever he want to say or do. He don't have a responsibility. That's what he feel. He don't have a responsibility, but I feel he do.
I feel he do too.
I feel you do as well. Because like I said before, these dudes will go out in the streets and really, you know what I'm saying, like, it's that on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Just off of what somebody say when you could have something edited out. You know what I'm saying? Something that you don't have to provoke. You know what I mean?
And
because
I told him to edit it out.
Just gonna do it in the studio. You know what I'm saying? This stuff, it spills into the streets.
And I told him to edit it out because he know that we was speaking, I'm speaking lingo, right? When I was talking speaking lingo that was in St. Louis, at that time, we was just traveling back. It wasn't nothing that was relevant today.
I agree, but see, this is what I'm saying. Because I said we don't even talk like that. We said we don't even talk like that. You know
We did.
That's what I said we used to. That's what I'm saying. That's what I said we used to.
We still stuck in the past. I think y'all stuck in the past. We the ones stuck in the past.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, that situation was kind of, you know what I'm saying, a situation to where, I'm saying, we had to reach out because, like I said before, what was said on the podcast, you know what I'm saying, could have easily spelled out into the streets where somebody, you know what I'm saying, could have got hurt, you know what I'm saying, behind something you said.
But I think the politics of that, like when you came in, like before you came in, it was bad for me, right? I was like, I ain't going no jumping no more. But then after you got involved, even when talking to Wack calmed down. The Clips calmed down. Adam stopped talking about it.
Well, see, the thing about it is that, like, I mean, I have a mutual respect for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a disrespectful person until you disrespect me.
Right.
You know and the truth can never be disrespectful. I'm not coming here lying on nobody. If you's a bitch, I'm going to say that.
Right.
Because that's what it is.
Right.
I mean, that's what we're here to talk about it. If you feel you're not a bitch, you need to explain to you why you're not. You know what I'm saying? That's just how this is a war of propaganda. It's a war of words. You know?
Right. And that's how I felt, right? Like, again, that situation for me, it was like, you always out here.
So wait, let me ask you this real quick.
Oh, now it's my turn.
Okay.
It's my turn now. All right, I got to answer. It's my turn. I'm Adam 22 now. I got to answer.
So when Wack came here, said, and you gave him an apology. Excuse me.
First of all, let me say this. If I said something and I meant to say it, and I meant to say it the way you took it, then there's no apology. I'm not going to apologize. But I didn't mean it the way they took it, so therefore, I gave him an apology.
I understand. I'm saying, so, I mean, I'm not sure if his community feels that he was the one supposed to accept the apology. I'm saying a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, are mad at him or whatever the fuck they got going on. But the whole thing about it is the apology was issued. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. Even now, I talked to a few Bloods. I was even with King Peel. I think we went to King Peel together when me and you went down there, right? And it was like, it was cool. They like, okay, cool. You understand now, right? And I'm like, yeah, I understand now. But at first, I didn't, right? So even when I was with King Peel, my only issue with King Peel was one thing, is that he understood and he didn't even clear it up. I'm like, damn, gang. That's why I did the podcast with him, right? That's why I went. I went because I knew what I said. I like, you know what? The only way to kind of like walk into this is like get face to face with a Blood, right? I'm like, let me go and get face to face with Blood. And you see, I put myself in a bad situation that day, right? I walked in there. It's so many Bloods in there, but I'm like, I gotta fix this situation somehow, right? Because like, I don't want Adam 22 trying to get me fucked up on the streets. I'd rather walk into it then. Right, before I'm caught somewhere slacking.
That's what you were supposed to do. You were supposed to take care of the situation. You said the situation. I was telling you, if it would have been me, would have been fighting that motherfucker. I don't take no disrespect about this. I'm willing to die at any time for it. And I'm in trouble with my family about this shit. And everybody like, oh, well, whatever it is, but this is you can't play with certain shit.
Right.
So when we got calls from people, and then we had to clean up, I'm saying what the situation with you was, you know what I'm saying, all the things you said and above, and some things were added, you know what I'm saying, and certain people in their community, they just like, okay, well, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Certain people in their community, they still want to talk about it.
But I feel that if they watch my content, if they know me, they know what I'm on, right? And even when I was in No Jump, I'm there early every day, and I was good with everybody. So I feel like that was a really twist for content on me. Like, that's all they was trying to do, make me content and make me die. Whichever one they can do first, that's what they was on.
Well, I mean, you know, the thing about it is that the situation happened, you know what I'm saying, and now we can get past it. You know what I'm saying? We can get past the situation because you were in the blind end, like literally, like that situation, you know what I'm saying? We watched it unfold, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't understand how you were there by yourself with all of those people, first and foremost, like that.
Because I thought I wasn't by myself. I'm keeping it real. Like, if you in there and you think you're not by yourself, how can you be by yourself? I'm keeping it real. Like, it ain't really funny. I mean, it's funny. Laugh. It's funny. But if you're watching this, it's not really funny because I didn't know. Right? I didn't know. Right? I'm from St. Louis, and I'm coming out here. I'm thinking I'm coming out here to be a podcaster, gang.
But see, this is what I'm saying. See, gangs.
I'm pushing the spirit.
I get that, but see, they pushing their spirit as well. You know what I'm saying? And that's their spirit. You know what I'm saying? And this is what it is. To all the people that's not from here, the things that go on here don't seem like they make a lot of sense. Like every other block is a different gang. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do this or you can't do that. Or you know what I'm saying? It's second nature to us.
Yeah, but I wasn't going back to no jumper. Even now, you making me go back to no jumper. Right, and that's another thing, right? I didn't want to go back, and I still don't want to go back, but I'm gonna go back because I gotta go back.
We ain't running. We ain't doing no running. We ain't doing none of that. I mean, that's not.
I just wanted to leave it alone. Like, you know what? They play like that over there. I'm not trusting it no more.
See, this is the thing, though. The same way they can play, we can play, but that's not what we're here to do.
I noticed that with you.
No, we're not. I don't. My whole thing is I don't promote confrontation. I just believe in self-defense.
Right.
Like
survival.
Of course. I mean, I got a lot of different people that I love from all these different gangs.
Right.
And so I can't see myself advocating, I'm saying, somebody to do anything to them. But if they come over here, I'm saying, doing something to us, I can't, you know what I'm saying, deny we got to defend ourselves. But
right.
And that comes from me knowing a lot of these dudes from prison. I went to prison when I was 18 years old, and they got out until I was 35. So all these dudes, big homies from all these different gangs, I really know them.
Right.
I just spoke about Crazy D from H.R. Gangster. You know what I'm saying? I really know these dudes.
And I ain't gonna lie, even after the situation, when I was with King Peel and we was in the car, and you already told me, you expressed your feelings, how you feel about Tony. Like, mind you, I didn't even know what was going on with Tony. But then we went down there and we was pulling up, and I just respected you so much because at that point, it's like, damn, you gave me the benefit of the doubt, respect. Like, okay, cool, you with them. If them your peoples, they not, you didn't tell me like, nah, you ain't with me. You like, look, Groove, you doing that wrong. He disrespected, but
I mean, I'm not. But see, because I was trying to explain to you, like, we not. My whole thing is that I have to defend my honor and my community's honor at all costs.
At all
You know what I'm
times.
saying? So this is a person that, just like you, he don't understand what the they played him. He didn't even know.
No, he ain't know neither.
So he don't know. He had every Hoover across the whole country looking at this and looking to do something to him, because they let him. He don't know that that's not allowed in our community. He's just going along with what they say. I've never heard of an openly gay Hoover ever in my life.
You know the crazy part about
Ever.
it is, I knew he was a gay Crip. If I knew he was Hoover, I wouldn't been with him.
Yeah,
and that's just fact.
My whole
I
thing is
didn't know that.
We still trying to decide whether, you know what I'm saying, they put him up to it, you know what I'm saying? Because when he first came out, I remember him. I seen him on the internet. He came out as the first gay Crip.
That was
And
it.
I
It was
like,
just
"This
Crip.
the first gay Crip."
Yeah.
And then when he went on No Jumper, he said that he was from, you know what I'm saying, Father's Hoover in I guess Fort Worth or Dallas, somewhere like that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we got homies out there, and they like, bro, like we don't play like that out here. You know what I'm saying? So now we know it's some whole.
Yeah, but I appreciate that though, because like he don't know, and I tried to tell him when he got go back in the car, don't get out the car, please get a car. But I respect you for that, because you was like, you know what? He ain't even Crip anyway. He ain't Hoover no way.
He don't even know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So I can't even be mad at him. If I be mad at him, I gotta be mad at everybody else that don't know what they doing or what they talking about. He don't even understand about anything that's going on. So my whole thing with that was that if I'm pushing what I'm pushing, that they got it wrong out there.
Right.
I can't be mad at this dude for whatever he got going on, because he's not really part of our community anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this is the whole situation. So, you know what I mean? I don't have an issue with him. You know what I'm saying? I just
And I
know he's
respect
being around
that.
him.
Because I knew before you did, and I felt like, damn. And it's like, it's kind of crazy. I'm like, damn, Groove straight took my word and like, didn't treat me like I was from out of town.
No, I
and to me, that was like, damn, I couldn't even believe it.
I mean, see, the thing about it is that I keep trying to explain.
Because you got to think, I'm going to be honest, you got to think, I was more nervous, right, thinking like, I'm doing something wrong to be with you than I was to go walk into all them bloods. I'm keeping it real. I'm like, damn, am I doing this wrong to where the Hoovers be mad at me? I didn't know what was going on.
See, what it was is that he didn't understand, you know what I'm saying? And we
But you understand?
right when I came to the realization, you know what I'm saying, that situation wasn't anything, it wasn't anything, it was all a play. It was all a play. even though our community was mad about it because it didn't us, but it didn't come from the dude. It came from Adam 22 and the dude
Adam 12 from Rolling.
Adam 12 from Rolling.
Yeah, Adam 12 from Rolling. Yeah, neighborhood. Yeah,
you know what I mean? But he that's where the play came from. So I mean, like, you know what I mean?
but that's crazy. But then you told me something that really fucked me up, and I kind of looked at Adam different when Adam told you basically get him when he hit you up like, hey yo, he Hoover and he out of bounds basically.
Well, it wasn't so much as Giddy. He wanted he knew that you didn't. Just like you said,
I was illiterate.
Yeah, so he was basically steering you over to where you were supposed to be at.
But a white man did it, and I was all here for 3 years, and nobody else did it. So that's what I'm saying. A white man did that, gang. Like it took a white man that put me in a whole lot of bullshit. I guess he felt bad, knew he put me in some bullshit, and like, hold up, let me get him to nurse some people, cause I wouldn't even knew you, gang.
I agree.
I'm just keeping it real. But even when Real Tune came down here, I got on the phone with you, and you was like, pull up, Groove.
Yeah, because we wanted you to see what we.
And I wanted to see.
We wanted to see our community.
And I wanted to see.
This one explains it.
That's the impression.
That shit.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a trigger bird.
That shit going up.
But see, like me, I'm regular. You know what I'm saying? I'm around the community. You know what I'm saying? I'm around different people's hoods. I know a lot of different people in LA. You know what I'm saying? But you guys are celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Adam 12. You know what I'm saying? He's a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that the people who see on the internet, you guys are celebrities. You guys have the power to shape our community just because you guys are there. You guys come, don't just do nothing for my community. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what we want. We want everybody to grow stronger together.
That's what I'm talking about.
But at the same time, we have so many differences because of the things I said. Lack of education.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If everybody knew what everybody's position was, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't be so much friction.
Right.
That's lack of education. I'm saying lack of skills. I'm saying because I'm saying I remember when I was going to high school, you know what I'm saying, we had shop. Motherfuckers learn how to work on cars.
Right.
It's a trade. We had plumbing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's not, the education curriculum is not focused on trades anymore, but that's what our community needs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Our black youth needs some type of way to make means to meet other than robbing, stealing, and flocking. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. And they know me, right? I went to Chicago, right, to bring unity to Chicago, right? And it actually worked, right? I'm like, went to Chicago, GDBD Vice Lord, went down there, brought everything together, got love, got respect. I'm like, cool, let me go do this in California, right? So when I get to California, I'm on the same note, because I believe the 12 tribes is in the streets, right? And I'm trying to pull them together, right? So when I get to California, that's my mission. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I was under pressure that everybody I'm around had the same mission, but the whole time I was being finessed, right?
Yes.
So by the time you hit me, I was already like, no, California ain't play with. They all for the back door me.
Well, no, that's not true.
I know now, but I'm saying
the
that's
whole
how
thing
I
about
felt.
Not even. See, this is the thing in California, right? With all the robberies and things, this is what I'm trying to explain to you. Like, EDD hit. When EDD hit, everybody.
I know about that.
Okay,
How many millions? Oh, cut that part out. Yeah, we gotta cut that part out.
Well, what happened is that EDD gave, it was saying,
That what brought me to California.
yeah,
I swear to God, my mama.
gang shit.
That what
gang
brought
shit.
me here.
Over it all.
Yeah.
You know, the whole thing about it was when EDD hit, it gave, I'm saying, a lot of people who never had access to that type of money, I'm saying, an opportunity to do things that they could only imagine.
Including me.
I ain't even get involved.
Yeah. Including me.
But so now when nobody's getting EDD anymore,
It's a different thing. Right. So for me, it's like, even with the EDD, right, we come out here, and I ain't gonna lie to you, like, I keep it real. We was out here, we get money, we doing this. Again, I'm thinking that everything is good, and to the point where I'm backdoor. To the point to where I'm not valuable no more, it's no more love, right? It's like,
well, see,
it was over with.
see, that's because you entered the situation and
Blind.
It was not even so much as blind. You entered the situation and it wasn't so much about a relationship of love. It was about money.
But I thought it was love. And that's the point I'm trying to make, right? They dress it up like love, act like it's love, but again, a white man had to put me in the right direction. And that's the only reason why Adam 12 is all right with me. And I'm gonna go back, because like you say go back, and we gonna go back, but that's the only reason I say, damn, I go back, because like he did that. If he wouldn't have did that, ain't gonna tell her what the fuck would happen to me.
A lot of people, I think I kind of understand Adam. You know what I'm saying? Like Adam, he believe in the real. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. He tried to get as closest to it as he possibly can. And like a lot of things you say, he actually do in real life. Like he don't have that type of attachment to his wife. How can you let another wife?
He got no attachment.
He don't have no attachments to her in that regard, because they got swingers, they got all type of people. You know what I'm saying? That's the mentality that they have. You know what I mean?
Right. I was gonna fuck his wife, but I realized he wasn't gonna get mad. And I'm keeping it real. I'm like, I'm gonna hit this, because I'm like, I gotta do that, but he wouldn't even get mad. He probably been happy. Right? He probably been happy. He probably recorded that shit.
Oh no.
Right? I don't know.
Crazy, bro.
I'm just keeping it real, right?
Wife,
That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to shout his wife like he did me like that. I ain't gonna lie. I got to go ahead and put dick in her. Right? Because I'm figuring like, damn, I ain't finna fuck him, because he probably like it.
Oh, man,
so I want to get his wife. And Adam, if you watch this, let me say this, gang. I appreciate you for putting me next to Gumby, right? But I don't appreciate you trying to get me fucked up on no jumper, right? Because you knew what 4 Extra was gonna do, and you knew that we didn't click, right? And that's my thing, right? You gotta think, everybody know.
This is what I'm saying.
I told Brick, I say, Brick, we 6 O's, and the Hoover's down there, and we click. And he straight acted like that was the thing. I swear to God, Mama, I can't make this up. I was like, he like, you that steady laugh. This ain't funny. Cause that's what he act like. That was the thing, gang. I'm talking about he all the way in my city, gang. He all the way with me, telling me it's good.
Because of this right here, let me show you something. I just said, first off,
Brick lady.
He should have told you, you know what I'm saying, what the business was. And that shouldn't have changed what y'all situation was.
No, that's why.
But let me just show you. Because see, you were in St. Louis. He don't have to worry about the hoops. Just like when I'm in Houston or in one of these other states, I don't have to worry about, because they not on the same politics that we on. That's like a vacation. When I go out there, I can walk around, just look at all the beautiful big booty, just do it, you know what I'm saying? As opposed to looking over my shoulder. That was a vacation for him. Why would he spoil that? I'm saying, but in what's right, of course he was supposed to tell you what it was supposed to be. That's true, you know what I'm saying? Integrity, you know what I'm saying? Because it shouldn't have changed with you know what I'm saying? I got a brother and a cousin and somebody else and a couple other people from the other side. I would never play with them.
But I feel f***ed up right now. He had me in the back. I was in the house with nothing but rollers and when I come out here. I'm just keeping it real, bro. Like, there's no cap.
He said nothing but rollers. All the rollers.
I get it up, but I'm thinking I'm comfortable. I'm thinking this is what it's supposed to be. They overcharging me for weed. I'm just keeping it real, right? They overcharging me for everything. I don't even know, right? Because in St. Louis, look, in St. Louis, you know, they give you a little bit under the price. So I'm thinking like, okay, cool. This the price. The whole time is a whole nother price, right? Oh, it's funny. Okay, cool. It's funny as shit. That's cool though, because I'm thinking this shit, right? I'm thinking this shit on my level, like, damn, Brick Baby is my dude. But that's the reason why now, after this shit with 4 Extra, I ain't sending him another dime in jail. Because before that, I was sending him money in jail. I swear to God, my mama. I ain't sending him shit. I ain't sending him shit else. Because he knew the whole time. That kind of like, you knew the whole time and you played with me. Right, you played with me. I was giving him anything. Like, even when he was in jail right now, bro, even after that shit, he in jail, he called me, yo, Adam ain't giving me nothing. I shoot him a couple hundred. Every other week, I'm shooting him a couple hundred. And then after that happened, I'm like, damn, Brick, why you ain't tell me? Right? He have no answer for me. He had no answer. And he with me.
The answer was that overpriced weed.
Yeah, oh man. When I say overpriced, I mean overpriced. And then they gonna give you the small nugs too. I'm just keeping it real. You gonna get all smalls. I didn't even know California had big buds. I'm just keeping it real, right? They give you all smalls and they charge you for the big bud price. All right. I didn't know Smalls was cheaper. See, y'all from California, y'all understand this. If you watch this, when you come to California, don't get Smalls. If it's small, that means you getting ripped off. I'm keeping it real. They was charging me for a high price for Smalls. I'm not, this shit ain't funny. You laughed at me 30 times. But I guess that happened when you off of my town.
No, see, this is what happens.
It's
look,
pressure.
No, look, this is what happens though. Look, like when people from out of town come out here, you know what I'm saying, guys are mostly looked at as like a lick. Not just because it's you, just anybody in general. You know what I'm saying? So come out here and you dealing with people circle, please. Dealing with people in your circle or the people that you're comfortable with dealing with out here.
Right.
I keep saying this name, my this checking ain't cheating. So if I tell you this is $150, I don't have no problem with calling the weed man. Like, hey, bro, my bro wants some weed. How much is an ounce?
What if I tell you they did that? What if I tell you they did that? Yeah, they did that. Bro, they will take me somewhere and overcharge me. And I know as soon as I leave, he'll cut his in with brick. I'll say I was with all rollers, gang, and thinking that this is the thing to do for one reason. One reason at all. Because in St. Louis, this is how it is. Right? And he know this, right? And that's why Brick, if your girl watching this, that's why I'm not sending you another dime. I'm just keeping it real. That's why he ain't getting another dime from me, bro. It's just kind of crazy. So even after the situation, right? After the situation with 4 Extra, right? Me and 4 Extra, at the end of that situation, it looked kind of rough. But by the end of that situation, we talked, right? We talked. I gave one of my spiritual jars. I said, bro, I'm a prophet of God. I come here to wake the streets, right? I ain't come to bake the streets, right? He was like, you know what? I respect you for coming here and saying that and let me get out of here. Because I wasn't leaving until they left anyway. Right? I wasn't leaving until they left anyway. I was going to be in no jumper till they left. That's what I'm on. I'm just keeping it real. Because I realized that, listen, I realized that I wasn't leaving with the great. I wasn't leaving with nobody. The left. Everybody left no jumper. I was the last person out no jumper. I want to keep it real. Because I realized then they me. And it would make me kind of really upset about the whole situation. After the situation was over, they act like I was in the wrong. I talk about the greats, everybody like, you in the wrong. I'm like, how am I in the wrong when I don't know? Basically, you in the wrong for hanging with us. That's what they basically told me. Yeah, you should have went to your people. Yeah,
pretty much.
That's what they told me.
Because see, let me explain it like this.
Shit getting me mad right now. No, I'm just keeping it real, man. I'm vibrating low as shit.
All right, let's change this up.
Yeah, let's change this up. Got me mad as shit. Brick lady. I don't know. But listen, I'm just going to say this in this situation, right? If you're in California, y'all know what I came for. If you don't know what I came for, I'm a prophet of God. I came to raise the vibrations of the streets, right? And so when that situation happened with me, it kind of like made me almost want to say, fuck my job that I got from God, right? But again, I ain't going to do that. I'm just going to say this. Again, if I disrespected the blood, I already apologize, right? I'm here for a different reason, right? And the reason that I'm here for, y'all gonna find out soon. Thanks. Right? But yeah, so just moving right along, right? How did you feel? This real shit. How did you feel about me, right, when you realized that this like doing it wrong? Because you knew I was doing it wrong. And you ain't never came to me like, oh, you grooving wrong.
This is the thing, though. This is the whole thing that we did, like, when everybody was surprised when you said it. Everybody was. I was like, they kept calling me. I was like, I don't know that. What the fuck y'all calling me for? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, well, we really didn't have a way to reach out other than, you know what I'm saying, the platform, which is Adam 12 platform. Appreciate you, neighborhood. Keep talking.
Neighborhood.
Yeah. I'm just saying, but yeah, that was the only way we, you know what I'm saying, we could even, we had any dialogue with you anyway. But I'm saying, like, it wasn't that I had any type of, not even our community, everybody from our community, they can't wait to meet you. Like,
yeah, I can't wait either.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like that it was any type of grudge. They just thought that, damn, like, 6 of them Hoover together, like, what the f*** is this nigga on? Like, we like, you know what I mean?
Not
like,
no more.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was then.
No,
yeah, that was then. Not no more.
Well, see, you know, the whole thing about it is that you come from a different place.
Yeah.
So we didn't understand. They didn't. I kind of had a good understanding of it when you said it because like I said before, a lot of these different states, they rock like that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? They crip more than they do their individual set.
Right.
So this is what a lot of people didn't understand, I guess, until now. You know, but I'm saying my whole feeling about the situation was that, like I kept telling the homie, we got to catch up with him, with you, in regards, because like you literally like.
I ain't want nobody to catch up with me.
But you literally with all the people you ain't supposed to be with.
And thinking I'm with everybody I'm supposed to be with. That's the thing, right?
Well, I won't even say it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because there are some good dudes from, you know what I'm saying, each one of those gangs. You know what I'm saying? So I won't even.
Well, they ain't hurt me, but they did hurt me.
That hurt your pocket.
Yeah, it hurt my pockets bad. That's all bad, gang.
I mean, well,
Yeah.
just take it as a learning lesson.
I learned really
God
good.
is great, you know?
All right. Well, moving right along, right? You've been to penitentiary, life without. You beat that, right? What's next for Gumby?
Man, I mean, we got the merch coming soon. Of course, we got the Gumby blunts for sale. You know what I'm saying? I got a book saying that should be released hopefully by December. You know what I'm saying? We got a docu-series, you know what I'm saying, hopefully coming out on your network.
100%. 100%. And I'm investing.
Gang, you know what I'm saying? And also, you know what I'm saying, we also have the TV series. You know what I'm saying? I already got the script, I told you. You know what I'm saying? Basically, trying to sit down and raise my kids. Man, I just had a baby like about a month and a half ago.
You had a baby.
What you mean?
Oh
This shit
God.
still works.
No. I'm not saying it don't work, but that's kind of cool. You ain't had no kids before you went to jail.
Nah.
So you got out and had your first kid. How was that like?
Man, that was beautiful. I got a 13-year-old daughter.
Wow.
That's that experience. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's beautiful. It's like you got out, ain't missed the beat.
If I haven't, bro, like this has been, a trying time, bro. Like, like I had to learn how to be like y'all, regular. You know what
But
I mean?
I can't say I'm too regular.
Yeah, I can agree with
Right.
that.
No, right.
You know what I mean?
Right. But when you get in jail like that or wrongly convicted, do that come with money? When you get out?
Not all the time.
Not all the time. But for you, did it come with money?
It did.
Whoa. What kind of money that come with? 30 million?
No.
They roughly 30 million for each year you're in jail.
I agree with you, but that wasn't my situation. You know, I sued the city of Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? I sued the South Bureau of Homicide, and I was forced to take $5.2 million.
That's a good lick.
It would have been, you know what I'm saying, but a lot comes along with that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? At the time, I was fighting a whole nother case. I was out, and I had a shooting case.
Did you got when you got out?
Yeah.
Oh, you got out still? Wow.
That's not true, bro.
Come on, gang.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Whatever happened, happened. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm going to trial for criminal charges in the morning, and I'm going to civil trial in the afternoon.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, I was accused of shooting somebody, and the same people that put me in jail in 1994 are the ones that picked up the case.
No. The same prosecutor that was our first case?
No, the same detectives.
Same detectives, okay.
South Bureau of Homicide. Now, mind you, I'm suing South Bureau of Homicide.
Oh, that's like,
I thought that it was illegal, but come to find out, I mean, I guess it's just one of their tactics. But I didn't know that the same people that I'm suing for wrongly convicting me in 1994 are allowed to prosecute me in a criminal case 20 years later.
no, I don't
I thought
think
that
that's
was
right.
some type of conflict of interest.
Got to be if you still going to civil court for your money. At the same time, I don't think that's right.
Well, obviously it wasn't. They had this city attorney. Her name was Susan Coleman.
Right.
It was cold. It was cold. She played us. She tried and conquered. I had a co-defendant. You know what I'm saying? And basically they offered my co-defendant $8.4 million, something like that. And they didn't offer me nothing. I
Wow.
was suing for $20 million.
And had to take 5.
Well, they had me up against it. Like my first attorneys I had paid for, I'm saying I went through 2 trials. You know what I'm saying? And they tried to give me life again. You know what I
The
mean?
fuck?
So Yeah, so in the first trial, I had paid attorneys. You know what I'm saying? So the second trial,
You
my
didn't fall
attorney,
life 3 times.
a few times.
Wow.
A few times.
Wow.
Golly, man, why you making me seem like I'm a bad guy,
I'm
man?
just saying, I ain't making you seem like that. Your record seem like that.
I mean, God is great, bro. You know what I mean? Like I keep saying, you know what I mean? Like, just because you see a person being persecuted, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm saying my young homies, I'm saying, like, away from BPS, I'm saying, just because they're being charged with a crime doesn't necessarily mean they're guilty.
Right, I get that
So
part.
I'm just saying, keep an open mind. I mean, we don't know what happened. We don't know the evidence that they have. We don't know anything. We just know that those are the people that's charged for that. Like I said before, we don't promote any child prostitution on Figueroa or in our community at all. So I'm not sympathizing or not sympathizing with that. That's not what we're doing. I'm just saying, like, everybody has their day in court. You know what I'm saying? Before everybody rushes to judgment, give them theirs.
Everybody innocent to proven guilty in a court of law.
Well, in the court of law, but I'm saying in the court of opinion, in like social media, you know what I'm saying? We watching all the jokes, you know what I'm saying? We watching, you know what I'm saying, what everybody is saying about these individuals who we personally know. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's crazy. We didn't cover a lot of stuff today, right? And I learned a lot about you, right? And I believe that my base learned a lot about you, right? Even though you an animal, you don't act like one.
Oh, God.
No, even though you animal, you don't act
Wait a
like one.
I don't consider myself an animal. I mean,
Fight 3 life sentences.
what
2 murders. One
I
you
have
didn't do.
I had a lot
Shootings.
of wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a
I'm
minute.
saying.
Can I just talk? Like,
Please.
You making me sound like a bad guy in front of all these people, but I'm really not. Like I said before, you know what I mean? Like sometimes, you know, you get in situations where you have to show or you have to do you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? In situations that happen, you have to, you know what I'm saying, stay strong and to the end. Sometimes you know what I'm saying, you don't even know you're gonna win. You know what I'm saying? And right when you give up, that was when you was gonna win.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta fight to the end. You know what I mean? Legally, physically, however.
Right. What is something that Gumby would like the world to know about Gumby that they don't know? Because, you know, I think you're animal. Right? What is something you want the world to know about Gumby? And Wack thinks the same thing. Wack told me, he said, you know what? I like Gumby, but I can't do business with Gumby until he stops saying Hoover every other word.
On Hoover though. On Hoover though.
Oh, he gonna say it a million more times. Yeah, I get it. But what's something about you that you want the world to know before we get out of here? Like something about you that you're gonna stick to them that they don't know about Gumby. They know about the jail time. They know about all of this.
That they don't know.
That they don't know. That you want them to know.
That I want them to know about me.
Yeah.
I want them to know
about what you stand for.
I'm a human being just like they are. You know what I'm saying? Everybody make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, I'm saying, they give up on people who go to jail. I'm pretty sure everybody out there that have a loved one, I'm saying, that's in prison that made a mistake.
Right.
I'm saying if they not no baby rapists, I'm saying no snitch, I'm saying you owe them some type of obligation that's my kinfolk. I gotta go see about them.
Right.
I'm saying that's my family. You know what I'm saying? Like if God can forgive them, why you can't?
Make a lot of sense.
Why you gotta forget them?
Make a lot of sense.
You know
Your family didn't forget you.
Nah, man, my folks is gangsters on Hoover though.
100%. And a lot of times people run off on you when you get 10 years. Imagine having life plus without the possibility of parole. I figure everybody be gone, even mama.
Nah, not mine.
I see that.
You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, that comes with you know, sharing a bond. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these kids, you know what I'm saying, their parents are their friends nowadays. You know what I'm saying? My mom is still my mom. I don't curse in front of her. You know what I'm saying? If I slip up, I'm going to always be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where we come from.
100%. 100%. And I appreciate you for coming through the platform, gang. And you got to make sure you take me down on Hoover. I swear to God, mama, got to make sure. And I ain't buying no more smalls. I swear to God, mama, I ain't buying no more smalls. I need some big fuzz. I swear to God, mama, on Hoover though. Listen.
Okay.
Listen. Streets Unplugged. You know I had to plug the streets in because the streets ain't been plugged in a while. I swear to God, my mama, Gumby, stop playing with me.
Hoover though.
Gang.
The streets unplugged. You know we gotta plug the streets in because the streets ain't been plugged in a while. I swear to God, my mama.